I have hit the live button. I believe I am now finally live on YouTube. I need you guys right now in the chat to let me know. Is everything okay? Sound good? Picture quality good? I'm using a different software for YouTube instead of what I use for Twitch here. So let me just get all you guys pouring in here. See how y'all are doing. I got a notification on my side of things. Oh, good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. It's already litting up here in the chatty watty. We got here Cherry Bomb says, yo. One saying, I have arrived. That's very nice of you to arrive, man. I'm happy you have arrived. Woo! Dang, chat is going way too fast. Happy Friday, guys. I promised y'all I would be doing a live stream here over here. And this is what we're going to be doing here. Now, I don't have an exact plan for what we'll do. I'm going to let you guys dictate the conversation. We'll just see where we go. Obviously, I have Indiana Jones in the thumbnail, but I'm not going to be doing any spoilers for Indiana Jones. We'll be just talking spoiler free about it because I know some people haven't seen it. After the stream, I'll film my spoiler review and then I'll have that posted up there tonight. Whatnot. You guys are awesome. You're already lighting everything up. Also, do not feel like you have to send any super chats. I do appreciate them. Like Zone, yeah, you just sent one without putting a message in there. That is so kind of you, man. But I'm gonna try to get just to everybody in here. Oh my goodness, there are already so many more. We got Lucy just saying what's up. Yeah, okay. I think we're get the ball rolling. Oh my goodness, y'all are just what's up, Chris? Love you, bro. I love you, Deadpool on YouTube. It's very nice of you to say, man. Jeez. That's all I'm going to be doing is just answering super chats here. This one I was like, don't feel free to. Chris, tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be right back. Oh, happy birthday, King Daddy. Go. I really appreciate that. All right. You guys are here. You all, whoa. This chat is going up way too fast. So let's just start up with whatever you're saying. Someone just asked me, what is your favorite DC movie? Favorite DC movie as of right now? Other than the well, it's either they're all Batman movies. It's either the Dark Knight or the Batman. Probably would be the Batman. But if I had to go a non Batman related movie, I really like Man of Steel, man. Out of the Zack Snyder universe, I just like my personal favorite there, other than Zack Snyder's Justice League. But that has Batman in it there. But it would definitely be the Batman there. I love you guys peeping already. My number one Bat fan, Barbie fan right there off to the side. Man, yeah, this chat is too crazy. I don't know how you guys keep up with this. This was a terrible idea for me. Terrifier 3 news. Love the new content. Nothing new on Terrifier 3. All we know is they're going to go to theaters. They're debating whether to actually make it 3D, which would be too wild. I want them to run down that runtime. I don't mind if it goes as crazy and bloody as the second movie. I would love that. But I need them to answer the questions that they set up in that movie right there. Let me see what else you guys here are saying. Jeez, man. Y'all just too mean. Dope Blue Beetle shirt. Thanks. I got this at Target. I also got a Barbie shirt. That's some good merch over there. Oh my goodness, y'all are having too much here. So I'm just gonna do some free exploring while I let you guys calm down, so you get the vibe of what we do here on the lives and whatnot. So let's just go in to exploring what's going on in the hemisphere right now. So you guys might have just seen the breaking news that happened online here. The Barbenheimer wars have begun. Christopher Nolan took the first strike against Warner Brothers and Barbie for what they did to him, getting rid of him. This is crazy right now. So breaking news, there is a fire right now in the Warner Brothers lot. Insiders are saying right now it was an explosion. So they are cooking up something at Warner Brothers right here. This might be our first taste at Superman Legacy being made. Now, all jokes aside, this is kind of scary when things like that happen. Right now, there's no injuries or damages, which is why I'm making jokes. But man, if it gets revealed somebody died, I am going to feel so terrible tomorrow about this. But I thought it was crazy. Barbie. Yeah, it was probably Barbie who did it. We found the culprit, all right. This means war. Yeah. I thought that was just crazy to see. It's like stuff like that you just don't expect to be happening. There was a fire in my apartment. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I can't believe. I don't know. I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm very sorry that happened, man. That fire W is pretty symbolic, don't you think? In a way, it might be symbolic. You know, I saw somebody tweet that this is David Zaslav trying to get some insurance money because Warner Brothers is struggling for it, and I was like, dang, that was pretty dark of them. Let's see what else. Discussing film is always like my go-to for like just straight up current movie news right now. We have a photo of Tom Cruise doing his Mission Impossible stunt from Dead Reckoning. I have seen this movie. I got to watch it a couple of days ago. It's still under embargo. I'll be able to post my full review on the movie. Let me see here. July 5th is when I can post my review. This stunt in the film is intense. Like it's one thing to see the behind the scenes and have Tom Cruise go through it all. In the actual movie, it is so tense. They make it look so good. I agree that. Arnold Schwarzenegger here talking about AI becoming a reality and being very scary. We had James Cameron just a couple weeks back talking about if he made a new Terminator movie, he'd make it focused on AI. Yeah, that's some nice stuff there. Oh, this is something I definitely wanted to talk about. I got to put on my mask for this one. We got some Batman 2 news, y'all. I'm going to regret this. Mess up my lovely hair. But when we talking Batman 2, we got to put on the mask here. So we got Greg Fraser returning to do the cinematography for the Batman 2. This movie's going to look gorgeous again, man. This is probably the best looking comic book movie we've had in a long time. I can't imagine, like in the chat, if you guys want to tell me what you think was the best looking comic book movie other than the Batman. Like I'm trying to think right now. Guardians look pretty nice, but very CGI heavy and stuff. But just like in terms of just like some practicality in these shots, oh, the Batman 2 is going to look fantastic here. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I'm very happy that that's going to be returning. It's kind of Chris Wayne. Come on now, you should know now. My name is Bruce Waite. Spider-Man across the spot. Yeah, that looked very nice. I just mean in terms of like live action cinematography. Let me just see here. Chris, do you think the Barbie movie will make $1 billion? I sure hope so, man, because they said they're already in talks to do a sequel. So if that movie makes money, you know they'll do it. The Suicide Squad did look pretty good. That did look pretty good. I still just thread lights. I still just think Batman was the best looking one out of the bunch right there. So I sacrificed my lovely live stream hair for you to put that on, but that made me very happy. We got so many super chats here, so let me just try and go through them all, man. You guys are just blasting through here. Let me see what we got going on. Scrolling through. Just want to be appreciated. Hey, man, I love your channel and your videos. You're my favorite movie news channel. I'm so happy you're doing streams now. I'm happy to send a super chat. Man, you're so kind, man. I feel bad just because sometimes it's hard to catch all the super chats here. And I just don't want the live stream to just end up being me answering super chats here. Like John Campia does that, and that's great for him, and other live streamers do that. I just want to like casually talk movies, act like you guys are in the room with me, listen to me babble here. We got Daddy is Live, Fantastic Four news. Man, the only Fantastic Four news we got going on right now is just that Marvel did not want to pay up, is all we know here. So and I think like Grace Randolph talked about this, or she tweeted about it. It's always dangerous free roaming right now, but we were going to have Adam Driver and Margot Robbie be our Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic, but the reports were saying that Marvel did not account for how expensive it would be to hire A-list stars. And so now they're gone, and they're back to trying to cast people. That's all we know right now for Fantastic Four. We were going to have A-list celebrities, but now they're going to go back to just, I guess, hiring someone more affordable, but still slightly recognizable. Right here, Scream 7 news. Unfortunately, nothing with Scream 7, man. I don't know what they're doing. They're diddly daddling. I'm sure with the writer's strike, it isn't easy also to just like start announcing that when you don't know when you can finish the script and get the movie going. So right now we don't know anything. It'd be awesome if Halloween they announce something, but I doubt it. Let's see what else you guys here are saying. Just some more. Besides Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty, what Marvel movie, not show, are you most looking forward to? Movie wise? Right now, honestly, Deadpool and Wolverine. That movie sounds so bonkers. I mean, we got some stuff we could talk about right now with Deadpool and Wolverine, because there's rumors right now that Wanda is going to be in Deadpool 3. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but we'll talk about this here. So great update page that we have going on. I need to do something different here. Can you guys see my face? There we go. That's a good way to do it. All right. So there's a report going around. That's just a rumor. It's not confirmed that Wanda from Earth 83H, which is the Wanda that we saw with the happy life that has the kids in Multiverse of Madness, she's going to be making an appearance in Deadpool 3. And it's like so funny how used I've gotten to Wanda not being an X-Men character with the MCU. I first heard this news and I was like, Wanda part of Deadpool. Okay, that's interesting. And I'm like, you idiot. Wanda Maximoff is a mutant. She's an X-Men. Like, of course they would take advantage of that chance of finally putting her into the into Deadpool and have them mixed together. And so there's like a more lengthy Reddit leak plot out there. I don't want to get too much into in case it's real, but basic idea is TVA arrests Deadpool. They want to go lenient on him, and they say, if you help us fix up this mess that we have in Earth 838 that I'm guess was left behind by Doctor Strange, because the rumors are saying that since they killed Professor Xavier in that universe, Magneto ruled over and is now letting the mutants take over that entire Earth because Professor Xavier is not there to stop that. And I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. That's a good way to connect into the MCU. It wouldn't be directly putting Deadpool in the MCU. It would be putting him in a spin-off MCU world, but still kind of in the MCU multiverse, right? And so this would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind it. It'd be nice, and that would make the Wanda stands very happy. And I could already see Deadpool making those kind of jokes. But man, it is just the kind of thing where I'm like, Deadpool 3 sounds wild. I can't imagine how this movie turns out. I hope it's good because there's already a lot of naysayers when they dug up Logan from bringing him back out of having a great finale. And we just had Indiana Jones, and we know like when it's time to end it, it's time to end it. So yeah, this is just interesting to me. If Wanda's in it, that'd be cool to me. So that's the only I guess the movie I'm most looking forward to right now is that. Let me see what else you guys here are saying. I gotta get my Elgato student. Okay. We have saludos, carnal. Hey, saludos, mi hombre. ¿Cómo está, güey? See, you guys think I'm faking it. I am Mexican. I'll prove it. Love your videos. I appreciate you, man. Oh, dude, I'm not sure of the currency on that, but if that is the real $100, I'm gonna have to do something nice with that money. I'm gonna buy 10 Funko Pops there. Let's see. Trying to get to all the super chats because y'all are so kind. New details of development with Kingdom of the Apes. Is there new details? I haven't seen anything new with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I can Google it real quick. Kingdom of the Planet of. This is the reboot that well, not reboot. It's supposed to be a continuation of the 8 movies that Matt Reeves set up, but I don't see anything new as of right now. Nothing new that's been popped up that I see of. I'm still excited for it, man. They got a lot to live up to with the Matt Reeves films. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I like the Maze Runner guy. He's the director who's going to be attached to it, but I don't know if I like him the way I love Matt Reeves, you know? So we'll have to wait and see on that. Hey, the GOAT is back on live streams. Let's go. Oh, thank you so much, Lou Morales. That's what I appreciate that right there. Scroll wise, get some more super chats going. We got Kev MVP just sent one in. That's so nice of you guys. All right. That's something I did want to show off to you guys. Don't feel forced to have to do this. But on my Twitch streams, people started talking about doing a whole Reddit thread where you guys could come in and just put in memes on the channel. So I'm just showing this off. I don't know how often I'm going to be checking in on this, but people have started a 3C Films Reddit thread, and you can feel free to post memes or roast me here in a friendly way, like my Flash. So it's funny because I don't even know where I posted that photo. If it was Twitter or Instagram, I felt like it was a story, but that's me watching The Flash. Someone made here Cocaine Chris. I'd watch that movie. I think it'd be good. Someone made a Lego piece out of me. Someone brought up all of my filmography here with red lights. A good suggestion for since HBO Max dropped the HBO, Peacock should drop the P. That'd be smart. Oh, man, you guys are so kind when y'all drop memes like that. You don't have to do it. Cupcake. This was me doing my best Albert Einstein impression since he's going to be in Oppenheimer. And if Albert Einstein doesn't do this face in Oppenheimer, it's going to be a wasted opportunity. That was me meeting a fan and doing my best The Rock face. The boys get up. On one of my Twitch streams, I rapped just to show you guys I was capable of that. So somebody took a photo of me, because that's me. That's not Eminem. That's me. I'm a rapper getting one of my popcorn buckets. This is just rude. How do you do this to me right now? That photo haunts me. I still can't believe it's still up on the subreddit. So if you join, you must downvote that because I'm tired of seeing that face right there. But that's something you guys could do. I'll check back on it at the end of this stream, see what you guys put on it. Henry Cavill went back to the studio that used his laser eyes. Oh, yeah. That's what happened there with the Warner Brothers lot fire. Man, so many things in here, guys. Again, if you send a super chat, man, I just appreciate it. But you don't have to. You really don't have to. I've been a fan since the OG house. Since the OG house, man, that's been a long time. I like this. I like this newer place here. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we move on to more random movie topics. Jeez. Trying to get the good question. All right, there we go. Shout out from your neighbor from Louisville. Oh man, that is pretty close to me. That's like a 20-minute drive. My girlfriend's parents live in Louisville. I'm there every weekend. Chris, is there any Boss Baby news yet? That is what the people want to see. Some Boss Baby news. Oh my goodness. I'm just noticing there's a whole section on this thing for super chats. So I could just look at this without having to scroll. Cool. Chris, you have so many Funko Pops behind you, and I know there are more than that. So where do you keep them? Oh, this is my editing room. So where you guys usually see me film, that's my studio. That's where like do all my, it's like all comprised of my stuff in there. That's where I film all my main videos. When I'm done filming, I run across to this room and I just do my editing. And this is also where I play my games. I'll do like all my stuff. I have my PlayStation connected up here and all that. And so, but over there is kind of like a media room, and I just have wall to wall Funko Pops that all look like this. And I have, I think, over 1,000 in total Funko Pops. It's too much of a problem here. Today is my birthday. I'm so happy you're alive. Happy birthday, man. What do you think Deadpool filming so fast is? Because that was quick. Yeah, so I saw today there was a post where they talked about Deadpool was done filming, close to done filming. And I'm like, didn't they just start filming like 2 weeks ago or something? Another report came out saying that no, that they made a mistake in the Deadline article and they even removed that. So it's not done filming yet. It's still going to be a couple more weeks. Bryce, I appreciate you for that, man. That's really appreciate. Ollie, hey man, I love your channel and your videos. You're my favorite movie news channel. I'm so happy you're doing streams now. Happy to send a super chat there. That's so kind of you. Let me see, get some other ones in here. Hey Chris, been watching your channel since 2019. Love every video. Proud to be part of this community, and also can't wait for the FNAF movie. I also can't wait either, man. It's gonna be a great time when that movie comes out. I got in contact with somebody who, let me see if I can pull them up, because I should be able to. Maybe I don't know their name. There's somebody who has like they have a popular channel. They have like a lot of views, but there's a guy who has a full-on Freddy Fazbear suit. What is a fan of the channel, likes what I do, hit me up. I'm thinking about flying to where he's at and doing some sort of vlog with him in that FNAF suit, because it like it looks great. I need to find that channel so I can show it. So that might be something in the works here. I just got to figure out when I can do that, because it's always fun doing like these little vlog videos for movies I'm excited about. Nice to see you live. Nice to see you live. Been a fan for 6 years, man. It's crazy to think that. I never thought I'd be someone doing YouTube for close to 10 years, and man, 3 more years and it would be 10 years of me on YouTube, and that's just crazy to me. Taking a break from Final Fantasy 16 to say what's up from New York. Love you. Oh, appreciate you, Magician Zero. That's so nice of you. Hey man, been watching the channel since nearly the beginning. Gotta say, you inspire me. Love you so much. I get all my info from you. You're my favorite. Oh, dude, that's so nice of you. Thank you guys. Y'all make me feel so good. That's why I'm like, I want to do these lives on YouTube at least every Friday. Just round up, see what you guys are saying. Any guesses on the Mark Foster Thomas movie? Man, I wish I knew what that was. I feel like an idiot here. Let me see. Mark Forster Thomas movie. Let me see. Oh, is that Thomas the Tank Engine? Is that his legal name? Is that Thomas the Tank Engine's legal name? You're talking to me about Thomas the Tank Engine and you're throwing me his freaking legal name? No, I haven't seen any updates on that. I did not know Thomas the Tank Engine had a full name. Is that really his full name? Marcus Forster Thomas? Or is Google just like messing with me? Because that's like the only thing that pops up when I search up that name. That's hilarious. Okay, not that I know of, but I know it's in the works, man. Thank you so much for asking that. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Who asked for Gladiator 2? Pedro Pascal lead role. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever seen the first Gladiator. I know that is blasphemy. I know that is crazy to say. All I know is from that, isn't that the movie where they go, "Are you not entertained?" That's all I think I know from it. And because of that, I think it was like a robot chicken sketch. So I have to go back and watch the first Gladiator and then see if it would be worth doing a second one. But I mean, they got a star-studded cast. They got a lot of great people in there. I don't mind seeing Pedro Pascal being thrown in there, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not like crazy hyped because again, I have like very little memory of watching that movie. Sonic the Hedgehog news. Oh, we don't have any news right now. We just know they're about to start filming. I think in August is when they were saying they have a finished script, so it's not being affected by the writer's strike, which is good. I just want to see Shadow and Sonic go after each other. I hope they don't pull another whole start off as enemies, become friends type of thing like they did with Knuckles. I'm excited for that. I feel like there's a lot they could do there. Someone's asking, new Hellboy film news, our fave Hellboy movies. All I know is they're doing a reboot. They got a reboot of the Hellboy movies coming up, which I'm like surprised they're trying again after that failed. What was the guy, the sheriff from Stranger Things? His name is slipping my mind right now, but we just got a reboot coming up, and they're going to be more faithful to the comic adaptation of Hellboy. Yeah, it's going to be called The Crooked Man, but there isn't anything like brand new about it. And again, you just don't know what films are suffering right now because of the writer's strike and whatnot. But that is something up in the works and coming. Okay. So I got an email for a private screening for The Nun 2 about 2 weeks ago. So I'm guessing we might get a trailer soon. No, you know what? Screw it. Let's see it. This is the scary part about doing live streams on YouTube. Because I feel like with Twitch, I can get away with doing more. Like I can watch full trailers, music videos. Like on the Twitch stream, I reacted to the Barbie music video with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Let me tell you, I became a munch that second. But with YouTube, it's hard because it's such a strict copyright system. But the Nun Truth trailer has technically been online for like weeks now. And they have look, it's right there. You know what? Should we risk it? Are we gonna risk it right now, chat? And just watch the Nun 2 trailer and see what happens to my stream? If y'all say yes, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. But if it gets taken, if this stream gets taken down, I don't know what to do then. All right, y'all guys are saying yeah. Let's. Someone said no. I'm irresponsible. This is what we do here. So let me make sure you guys can hear it. So I'm gonna play like a snippet of it, and you guys tell me if you can even hear it. All right. Hear it. It's just creaky noises right now. All right. Y'all saying you could hear? Just want to make sure because I don't want to watch the whole thing and then I'm the only one that can hear something. All right then. No sound. Damn. All right. Well, maybe that'll save us with the copyright system right here. But let's just watch a little bit of it as I talk over it. Maybe we'll get away with it. So this trailer has been online. It played in theaters like a couple weeks ago. Somebody found it. They put it online. So the Nun 2 trailer is out there if you really want to watch it. I just haven't talked about it on the channel because I know it'll get copyright. But I mean, it's a live stream. We can do whatever we want. So from what I gathered from the last time I saw the trailer, it's like a little girl. She seems to be living in some sort of like I don't know what those are called. Those are the where the nuns lived, where you're going through that, which would make sense. And oh my god, she's right there. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. Oh, she looks so creepy. That looks good. I like that. So there's a trailer out there, and it looks like it's going to be dealing with a group of girls who are in this like sisterhood, and they're starting to get haunted by the nun. I think it could be cool. Trailer's out there. I'll definitely talk more about it in length when it gets officially released. But yeah, it's out there if you really want to find it, guys. It's just something I thought was funny that it's like, man, that trailer's been online for weeks and like they still haven't released it online for some reason. Let me see what it is you guys are saying. If it says MX next to it, it's in pesos, and 100 pesos is like $5. Hey, man, I don't care. I take a trip to Mexico once every now and then. Those 100 pesos are gonna do something good for me, so I appreciate you. Pesos or regular dollars, I appreciate the love. What's good, Chris? Shouts out from New York. You think if Deadpool 3 flops, will the MCU be able to recover? Feels like they are relying on it to save them. I don't know if they're relying on it to save them. I think the movie they just really don't want to flop is an Avengers movie. Kang Dynasty flops, though heads are gonna turn. You know, it's one thing to have Ant-Man 3 kind of underperform, and then even Guardians 3, which I think Guardians 3 did great. So that didn't underperform. It just didn't hit 1 billion, and for some reason that's a big travesty. But it made like 800 million. That's a lot of money for them. I think it's gonna be Kang Dynasty. You know, if Kang if an Avengers film doesn't make $1 billion, Kevin Feige's gonna get very concerned. I don't know. I doubt Deadpool 3 will flop. It's freaking Wolverine and Deadpool. That movie's got to make all the money in the world. But I mean, if it does, yeah, it would speak to how audiences are just kind of like burnt out on superhero movies. They don't get that excited. Like we've hit that serotonin level. I think the peak was Spider-Man No Way Home. We got our fun nostalgia bait and a nice fun movie all in one. Now it feels like a lot of movies are just nostalgia bait without that fun really there. So we'll see. I hope you're having a good day. Quick question. What's one cosplay you wanted to do, but you haven't done yet? You know what? I could bring back the subreddit for that because I mentioned this on Twitch. I had plans to do a whole video where I was dressed in the Batman 1889 suit. I have the whole replica suit. That's a real photo of me. I showed it off in my Twitch stream, and then somebody went ahead and made a whole fake article that I'm the new Batman. And so I was planning to do a video like that, but when there's movies with such controversy and people just bad mouthing, the Ezra Miller stuff and all the behind the drama, it just doesn't make it's not that fun to make videos on things like that because you just get people mad. And so I figured I'll save the suit. I'll find another reason to use it. I plan to eventually like do some sort of vlog at a Comic-Con or something. So that's when I'll probably use this. So that's one of the video cosplays that like I'm gonna do. And I just haven't found a good reason. But that's me, right? There's a sneak peek of me in the Batman 89 suit. So there you go. I thought that was funny. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. I just answered that one. Let's see. What movies are you most hyped for the rest of 2023? Oh, okay. We can pull those up. I don't mind doing that. That'd be a fun list. Okay, so movies 2023. I know Barbie, like no joke, Barbie really is one of them. I genuinely am so excited for Barbie. I want to see how that movie turns out. Let me see. Well, let's do some with a poster in it, man. No one wants to see just words. We're poster people here. Okay. So we already been through these months. Let me get through them just so I have a visual aid for me. Stray Dogs, that could be fun. July. Okay, Barbie. And I've said this before. I want to see Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer does look cool. It looks exciting. But let's be honest, a lot of us want to see Oppenheimer because it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and that man just delivers. And it's a star-studded cast. Am I really interested to see the history behind the creation of the bomb and whatnot? I'll be honest, no. History was never one of my favorite subjects. So, people ask me, Chris, what order are you watching, Oppenheimer or Barbie first? I'll say I'm watching Barbie twice, then I'll watch Oppenheimer. So, Talk to Me is one, that A24 movie, especially since that was made by YouTube content creators on here. I'm like excited to see how that turns out. You guys need to add Mission Impossible on your list because I ended up really liking that movie. I wish I could say Insidious: The Red Door, but none of the trailers have wowed me. I'm mostly just seeing it for the involvement of the returning cast members to conclude that story. Blue Beetle, boy, I am excited. I got this. Got my shirt. I just saw some Blue Beetle Funko Pops leak the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to own those. It's gonna be so nice. Let me see. Popped up. Yeah, here. This Blue Beetle pop looks awesome. So we got Blue Beetle, and he's gonna have his little cannon there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna own 10 of those just for no reason. So Blue Beetle. From there, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. I can't wait. I'm still trying to find where I could buy a TMNT 90s suit, like one of those, because I want to do the reviews of the old movies, and I want to do it wearing one of those old suits. But I have no idea where to find someone that sells that. I've looked everywhere, and all I could find is like these cheapo suits, which sure would be funny to see me in one of these, but it's like, how cool would it be to see me in like one of those 90s ones? Maybe they're on eBay. Let's see if on eBay we could find one of those. There's probably one on Etsy, like TMNT 90s suit. I doubt it. I so doubt it. Oh, that's just a bunch of toys pop up and stuff. Maybe I'm searching the wrong thing. But I bet like on Etsy or something, there's like probably a creator of it. Let me see on Etsy if it lets me search up. Because I want to do the review of the previous movies, because I definitely want to give my thoughts on the Michael Bay produced ones, because a lot of people love those. Some people do, and I'm just like, I was so disappointed watching those movies back in the day. But there are some good things in that one. So TMNT cosplay. Let's see if anything pops up there. Oh, okay, that's something. What is this? $125 for this weird latex mask. That could maybe cut it. I don't think that wouldn't be 3C film quality enough for you guys, would it? I don't think that's what I would be doing. 141. Okay, maybe we got some here. But are the oh, but these are toys. These are toys, my bad. Yeah, I need to find someone. I could dress a shredder. Shredder would be a lot easier to find, but oh my goodness, $550 for this? Yeah, from some angles it doesn't look half bad. But the problem is I got to find the rest of the suit. And so I don't know. But I really do want to watch TMNT. I'm so excited for it. And there's been early reactions. If you go to my clips channel, I talked about early reactions to this movie. All of them have been very positive. So that's one. I could care less about the Meg, honestly. Looks fun, but I'm not like super excited for it. September, maybe the creator. The creator did the trailer seemed interesting. I would say Equalizer 3, but Equalizer movies are just fine to me. Definitely not Expendables or Haunting in Venice, not so much. Five Nights at Freddy's, of course. Doom Part 2, that new trailer that just came out recently looked great. I have to see a trailer for The Exorcist first to find out if I'm interested or not, because I've never been a big Exorcist fan. Like, I just don't like exorcism movies in general. They just never appeal to me. It's not that I'm scared or anything of them. I'm a big tough boy. I don't know. I hope David Gordon Green does something new. He definitely did something new with that last Halloween Ends with the Halloween movie. That was something. Craven the Hunter, Spider-Man related, so I'll have to watch it, but I don't know if I'm excited. This Imaginary Friends movie looks cool. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. So this Imaginary Friends is going to star John Krasinski, Ryan Reynolds, Steve Carell, Phoebe Waller. She was just in Indiana Jones. And the movie is basically, I don't know if you guys saw the show, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's basically that with one person who can see all the imaginary people that have been left behind. So if you had an imaginary friend when you were 10 and then you grew out of that phase, that imaginary friend is still out there somewhere just living without you knowing about it. And there's one person that can see all those people. And so it sounds like actually like a really fun movie. So I'm actually going to say Imaginary Friends because I like the voice casting and all that. So I think that could be really funny. I've always been kind of okay on the Hunger Games movies, so I'm not going to say I'm like excited for that. Chicken Run, definitely want to see the sequel to that because I think I love that first Chicken Run movie. If anyone says Trolls, I'll just don't you dare bring that up to me. I was looking forward to Magazine Dreams, but I'm just waiting on that Jonathan Majors situation to clear up. Ghostbusters sequel that I doubt is going to be coming out this year. So I don't know. Yeah, those are just the kind of ones I'm most looking forward to for the rest of this year. Thank you for that question, man. Let's see here. If you didn't do YouTube, what would you be? If I didn't do YouTube right now, I would still be jumping job to job. I don't have I never had a clear plan. I went to college for a semester. Well, I did 2 years of community college, and that was fine. I got my associates. It was good. Then I went to big boy college with those big rooms and those like arching those leveling seats and whatnot. And I just didn't like it. I was gonna do marketing and minor in film. So I would like to say I'd be doing a marketing job, but I didn't finish college. So I'd probably just be jumping job to job, honestly, trying to find something. I had to make YouTube work. I just say that. But I'd just be jumping job to job. You know that meme where it's like blank if something didn't get invented and they're flipping hamburgers? That might have been me, man. If YouTube didn't work, I'd be flipping burgers. Thoughts on Jonathan Majors' wife arrest? There is a warrant, I believe, out. She didn't get arrested. That whole Jonathan Majors situation is just messy, and I'm just waiting to see what comes out of it. I don't have like a specific opinion because one, you have that article that came out that said Jonathan Majors' wife. It is like there's evidence that they could use against her to warrant an arrest. And I was like, oh, okay, so that means he's probably innocent. He didn't do it then. He's good. And then another article from Rolling Stones comes out with like 40 sources saying how Jonathan Majors was a bad person, was abusive, was this and that. And it's just like, what to believe. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the men personally. I just know I think their acting is great. That's all I can really say right now. Hey, Chris, I started collecting Funko Pops, including No Way Home Build-A-Scene. Any tips on collecting Pops? Don't do it. Just stop right now. Go return them if you're still within the 30-day policy. You don't want to end up like me. I said it right now. I'm 28 years old right now. 2 years, I'm going to be 30. And I think it's going to be a little like, hey, This is my life, surrounded by Funko Pops. I already told myself once my kid is born, that's it. That the Funko Pops are over, and this is their legacy. Hopefully, it doesn't blow up like Beanie Babies and become worthless. But this is their retirement fund right here. I'm hoping these will be worth gold someday, but I doubt it. um, we have Jack Champion should be Human Torch in the MCU. I wouldn't mind it. Let me pull up Jack Champion for the rest of the peeps who don't know. Honestly, you know what? I really liked him in Scream. He does have like that young face. Yeah, I would see Jack Champion that. I think he would be fine as that. Yeah, and I liked him in Avatar, Way of Water, and all that. So yeah, he's probably just caught up with the Avatar movies. Might not be able to do it. Yeah, I could see him as the Human Torch. Not sure if you hear about this, but there's a possibility that there's a Night of the Living Dead 2 movie in the making and starring the cast of the 1985 Living Dead. Love the videos, but oh, that's exciting. I remember watching those movies, didn't get too crazily into them, but that's exciting for you, Night of the Living Dead fans. Was a pleasure to have met you at the movies. Oh man, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm starting to meet more and more of you guys in person. It's getting scary, man. I'm not always looking my best. I'm not always this damper. Sometimes I go to Walmart in just a random t-shirt and shorts, and I'll meet a fan, and I'm like, don't you dare tell anybody I look like this in Walmart. Don't you dare. But it was nice meeting you. I was saying here, number one Barbie fan, eh? Guess I'll be settling for number two. Hey, yo, this Barbie craze is crazy because, okay, I'll just tell y'all right now. No promises because I'm still trying to figure it out. But there is so much Barbie collab for this movie. I have to make a video. I have to do a video in the form of the Space Jam video I made when I went and got all the Space Jam stuff. There is so much Barbie collab stuff out there. I have to do it. So they made like an Xbox. That's going to be hard to buy though, because that's a giveaway. But I was like, they made a Barbie Xbox and it comes with this dream house. That's awesome. They like put them inside a video game. There's these roller skates on Amazon you could buy. They're coming out with like Barbie. Is it unless it was like a Photoshop or something? But they're coming out with Barbie Krispy Kreme. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to dress up like Ken and go buy Barbie stuff and just have fun the same way I did for Space Jam. I feel like it could be a really fun video because like they're doing a like I even want to try and go to the Barbie Airbnb, but I don't know. I couldn't even book the Scream where the Stu's house because that was on Airbnb. But imagine being able to film a vlog where I go to this house. Like, oh, that'd be so fun. It's in Malibu and whatnot. But there's so much like Barbie crazy stuff out there. Even my girlfriend, like, there's a Barbie. Uh, she was like, I want to go get the Barbie Cinemark cup. Like, Cinemark has like this Barbie cup, and she wanted to go get it. We couldn't find it yet, but Barbie is everywhere right now. It is wild, and it's so nice to see. I was, I really think I'm gonna end up doing that just for funsies, because that's always fun to do to get excited. So yeah, I'm number one Barbie fan. You can settle for number two, my friend. Best movie news review channel on YouTube. You all are so nice. I don't know if I'm the best, but I would say maybe top 30. Top 30. I think top 30 would do. There's a lot of great channels out there. Hey Chris, is there any Godzilla news? Not as of late, not that I know of. I don't think it was. We're just waiting for the marketing to start up for that movie, you know, and I don't think it'll start up to like towards the end of this year, you know, with the posters and trailers. It's gonna be like Godzilla versus Kong all over again. That was such an exciting time, and I can't wait to see that new monster in action. What are your thoughts on Blue Beetle after Flash? I just don't want Blue Beetle to flop. Like, I just needed to make some decent money. I think the budget on Blue Beetle was $70 million, and I don't think it's going to make that opening weekend. But I think it could make that over time. If the movie is at least good, the word of mouth, people go back and watch it. But I just don't want it to flop. I think it'll be a fine movie. I think it'll be okay. But I'm just worried no people might not see it. I thought people would go see The Flash. The Flash was one of the most iconic superheroes out there, and that movie did terrible at the box office. So yeah, but there's so many other factors with The Flash on why I did that. I just don't want Blue Beetle to flop because I would love Blue Beetle to continue on in James Gunn's new DCU, and it feels like whatever movies are flopping pre-Superman Legacy, they're just not going to make the cut. I've been a fan since the Chucky days. Well, the Chucky days are never over, so you're still a fan. Thank you so much. Is there any news on the Green Lantern movie? It's not going to be a movie. It's going to be a Max show, which I think is ridiculous. I think it should be a movie. I would love a new Green Lantern movie. I'm sure, though, the Max show will be expensive and bright and extravagant. But Nothing new so far. I'm just waiting to see who they cast. I know a lot of people want Glenn Powell as he was in Top Gun Maverick. He would be a good Hal Jordan. We'll see also who they cast alongside with him, but nothing new so far. I just wish they would make a Green Lantern movie and not him be part of the show. Hopefully he'll be part of the Justice League movie though, because you need a Green Lantern in your Justice League. Counting down the days, Oppenheimer. I'm so hyped. My most anticipated movie so far. How hyped are you? Like I said, I'm hyped because it's Christopher Nolan, and I know the man delivers on a good movie. I just, I don't know. That's the source material will be fine. I wish I could be that hyped for it though. Yo, Daddy 3C, any movie news on when my dad is coming home? Let me look that up real quick. When is Big Stank? I'll tell you right there. He didn't love you to begin with, man. He named you Big Stank. Daddy ain't coming home. I'll just tell you right there. Spoiler alert. He's not coming back, man. I'm sorry. I'll be your daddy, though. I'll sign the adoption papers later. Saw X trailer soon. Yeah, we saw that they're going to be at this like convention on July. So we're going to get that Saw trailer soon. I can't wait. Dragon Ball, don't give me PTSD, man. I can't tell you how I was as a kid, so excited for Dragon Ball Evolution. A big Dragon Ball fan. In fact, I said these two rows over here is all Dragon Ball pops up here. Big Dragon Ball Z fan. That movie, so devastated. I need them to do another one though. Think we'll see any Afton getting trapped in FNAF? I think we're definitely getting that Springlock scene by the end of the movie. That's how they gotta like finish it off. It would just be the best thing to do. I've been a fan since the Child's Play remake. Lost touch for a while, but your channel became my go-to after No Way Home hype. Oh, that's so awesome. I hope you all never lose touch, man. Don't lose touch. I'd hate to be one of those channels like Smosh or whatnot where people are like, oh, I used to watch you when I was a kid. I was like, well, why'd you stop? Well, you grew out of me? What's wrong with me? How many Funkos do you own? It's over 1,000, honestly. And I don't know if I'm proud or ashamed to say that. Hey, Chris, did you see the Nun 2 trailer when you went to see the Boogeyman? No, when I go see these movies, they're at press screenings and they don't show trailers. They just play the movie right away most of the time. So anytime I see a movie early, I never get any trailers in front of it. It's always just the movie right away. Chris, there is a slight possibility of Raimi's Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man to be made. What is your opinion on what movie to be there in? Oh, what villains to be in the movie? Sorry about that. For the Amazing Spider-Man, it's hard to say. I would want. I think Andrew Garfield would be great fighting a Venom, especially with what he said in No Way Home, where he like went through a dark period where he was sad after Gwen died and whatnot. Oh, a Venom storyline with Andrew Garfield would have been perfect for that. Then for Sam Raimi's next Tobey movies, I feel like it's a no-brainer, especially with Across the Spider-Verse showing us Mayday. You do. Let me just pull that up right here with Peter B. Parker. I've said this for so many times. This is how you do Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire in there, is you bring in his daughter, Mayday Parker, except she's like, I don't know, 13, 14, close to the age when Spider-Man was that he got his powers, and you make the movie about, Tobey becoming a father, balancing, showing her the ropes, maybe like, does she become a hero? Does she not? And whatnot. I feel like that'd be such a good movie. A family dynamic. Yeah, he's still married to MJ and whatnot. Like, that's what you do. You bring Mayday Parker in it and you do it that way. That's what I would want, at least. But I feel like Sony's just focused on Tom Holland as their Spider-Man, and they don't want to give that spotlight to anyone else. Like, we've already heard the rumors in the Sony universe. They're just going to make Tom Holland the Sony Spider-Man, but it'll be a variant. So you'll have MCU Spider-Man, but then you have Sony Tom Holland Spider-Man as well, and he'll be the one that eventually fights their weird multiverse Morbius Vulture Sinister Six that they have going on, man. That is just crazy to me. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Hey Chris, love the channel. Hey Chris, love the channel. I was curious, how are you able to see movies and TV shows so early all the time? How could you do that? Okay, so you know what? Let's talk about that. I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You can do this too. Okay, I started my YouTube channel, and like way back in 2016. I didn't have press access then. It took me like 4 years until I could finally go up and be like, can you give me press access so I can like come early to these movies and whatnot? So here are the best websites for y'all. Advance screening.com. Now, the only downside to this is if you don't live in like a major city, then you might be out of luck because they only hold these. So, advancedscreenings.com is great if you want to watch movies early, but there is some downsides to it. So, here, so like for me, let's go to Dallas, Texas, right? Because that's where I live around Dallas. I'm a Dallas boy, and this is where. Okay, you don't know where Dallas is? Come on now. Jeez, what is this? Excuse me, guys. Should be okay. I don't know why this is doing that to me right now. Here, I'll just go to these entries away from these ads. But here, like, okay, so for screenings of Indiana Jones right now, they have them. Well, the movie's out right now, so it wouldn't even matter. But this is the website you want to go to. You type your city and whatnot, you'll find it. I'm trying to find. See, like, there's already early screenings for Barbie happening. They're getting ready. So they have them. Here are the cities that they're going to be having them at. Here's one in Dallas. So I'm pressed now. So I get emailed directly when, like, hey, Chris, you want to come see Barbie this date? And I'll have a seat reserved. But this website, if you're fast enough, what you got to do is you got to sign up, do email alerts. And the minute, or not even the minute, the second you get an email, you click the link and you get your pass and it'll be free. Almost every time it's free. But the problem is, since it's first come, first serve, and it's free, if the screening is at 7 o'clock, you got to show up 2 hours early and wait in line. And even then, you might get kicked out. I remember when I went to go see the Suicide Squad, the very first one, I showed up 3 hours early, and there were so many people in line, I didn't get in to see it. But this is how I did it back in the day early enough. And then when you build a fan base, whether you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever it may be, then you go up, then you email them and be like, hey, can you let me be part of the press? And they'll most likely say yes, because you're free marketing for them. You're able to tell them whether people should go watch a movie or not. But this was always my go-to. And heck, sometimes I still use it because Universal's is a little butt with me and they don't want to put me on the press list, which is fine. It doesn't matter. I'll still get in. So I still use this service from time to time on Universal movies because sometimes they don't want to. Sometimes they'll still ask me. Other times they won't. But that's how I get in. So, like, yeah, there's already screenings for Oppenheimer that you can go and check out. Tampa, San Francisco, Boston. Just sign up. This is how I usually do it, and it's for anybody can do it. So that's my way of doing it. Let's see here what you guys are saying. Trying to find one that I haven't seen yet. Sup, Chris? Just finished watching Indiana Jones 5. It was an okay film. How's your day been? Keep on what you're doing. You're the GOAT. Red lights. Man, Indiana Jones. So much talk about it. I'm still gearing up to do my spoiler review. After this live stream's over, I'm going to do my spoiler review and get into all the things I thought about Indiana Jones 5. Like I said, I wanted to love it. I wanted it to be the big epic finale for Indy, and it was all right. It was okay. It was fine for me. I've seen some really angry reactions from some people who just did not love it. But yeah, I'll definitely get into that in my spoiler review here. With the box office flop of The Flash, do you think James Gunn can fix it for the future of the DC universe? We'll see, man. Like, it all hinges on Superman. I feel like that movie can't flop. No way you can flop a new Superman movie. And we're gonna have some time in between. Superman comes out in a year and a half. That's enough time for people to kind of forget so much movie news, and movies are gonna come out in between them. That time is gonna go by. So it all depends if Superman flops or not. Let's see here. Chris, are you an Emma Stone fan? Are you excited about the Poor Things, her new movie? Oh, I haven't heard about that. I am an Emma Stone fan, but I haven't heard about that movie. I'll have to definitely check it out. Thank you for letting me know. Thoughts on Madam Web? I want to be optimistic, but the Morbius wrote the screenplay, but the cast and the early 2000s setting looks fun. Yeah, I'm curious about how that goes, especially with that Terminator plot, where it's going to be revolving around saving a baby Peter Parker, or not even a baby Peter Parker, just a Peter Parker that hasn't been born yet, and they have to make sure he doesn't die. Like, Sony is really doing some wild things. Love the live show. Flip Pick would be so proud. Oh, John Flickinger. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he does live streams. I catch his from time to time as well. As a Latino myself, what is your favorite Latino movie? Stand and Deliver would probably be one of them. I don't know why. I like that one a lot, about the Hispanic kids who take the test and all that. That was a good one. I don't know. I just always like Stand and Deliver. I feel like Fed Alvarez Alien might be the most gory and messed up alien film since Alien 3 Covenant. It has the potential to be, man. Fed Alvarez is a horror director, so he's going to bring that horror vibe back to Alien, and I feel like that's what's been missing in it. And uh, I'm so glad they also decided to put it into theaters, because if it went straight to streaming, it would have been kind of disappointing, man. And also, now that it goes in theaters, you can ensure it's going to get a physical release, because there's still people sad that you don't have movies like Hellraiser or Prey on physical media, and they have no idea how they can own those movies, because we see all the time streaming services just erase a movie when they, or a show, when they need the space. Hey Chris, have you seen any old Sonic shows like Avengers of Sonics? I think Sonic X was the my show back in the day. I never saw Boom. I still have to watch Prime. I keep saying I'm going to, but I haven't. But it was Sonic X for me. Sonic X. I remember that theme song. Uh, have your opinions on any 2022 movies changed? Not in my mind particularly. I usually, that sometimes that is the bad side of like giving my reviews right after I see the movie. But most of the time they stay. I don't change my opinion all that much. Uh, what do you, what is your go-to McDonald's order? It used to be a Big Mac with fries. I don't get a drink anymore, 'cause I like drinking my own drink now. I don't get like their soda or anything like that. So I'll have like a water at home, or if not, I get an energy drink. But that was usually my drink, a Big Mac and a fries. Lately now it's become two cheeseburgers and a 4-count nuggets. That's my go-to all right there. And a Grimace shake. You got to get the Grimace shake, because you got to meet Mr. Grimmy himself. I have not tried the Grimace shake yet. I'm terrified. No, that trend is so hilarious to me. I think that is so funny. Put on the Barbie shirt. It's downstairs. It would take me a while. I think I took a picture of myself here. I took a picture of myself with it. I don't look great in it, but I just thought, let's see here. I'll put that up on the screen. But I do have it so you can see. That's me in the Barbie shirt. Yeah, you think I lie? I don't lie to you guys. What I mean it when I say I buy something. That's me in my bathroom. I sent that to a friend, but now it's for the world to see. I hope nobody screenshotted that. And if you do, copyright striked. I love your videos. Can you do a Funko Pop video? I am going to. I promise, guys. My problem with why I haven't done the Funko Pop video yet is every time I'm getting ready to, I'm just like, no, I want to include this pop. No, I want to have this pop in there too. I have to include this one. I can't do my video without having this pop. And I've just been like that every month. But I'm going to do it this year for sure. You're the GOAT, Greg Fraser or Roger Deakins? Honestly, Greg Fraser for me right now. But Roger Deakins has like a great library of cinematography. That's for me. With Sam teased to be the ghost face in Scream 7, what you think should be the plan for Scream requel series, and will she win in Scream 7? I mean, Scream 7 has to include some Stu stuff. I don't care how ridiculous or jumping of the shark that is. Just bring Stu in. Just do it somehow, especially with the Five Nights at Freddy's buzz. Matthew Lillard is dipping his toes back into the horror world. It would be so nice to see him. And that like one shot in like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie trailer where you just have, let me see if I can put up FNAF trailer. I love that one shot of Matthew Lillard in trailer. Let's see if I can pull up where he's like, "Yes, you can come." There it is. There it is. Here it is. This one shot here of Matthew Lillard. Did I already pass it? Yeah, I did pass it. Screw it. When he calls him up and like how just how still. Look at that. I love when Matthew Lillard does a little bit of horror, and we just haven't seen enough of that. Oh, by the way, this guy is live right now. You guys should go click on his live. It's pretty good. I watch his stuff all the time. All right. Love your let's see. Love your reviews and your humor, sir. You do great work, man. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for that. Chris, Shaquille O'Neal would be so proud of you. That's what I live for Shaquille O'Neal's approval. Thank you, man. Found your channel during Godzilla vs. Kong hype. Made me so hyped for that movie. Been number one ever since. Yeah, man. I love when we can have a train leading up to a movie, whether it's Godzilla vs. Kong, Spider-Man No Way Home, and we build up that hype together. It just makes it so much fun to do that, because that's what I would do before I did YouTube. I was just always Googling and searching movie updates for upcoming movies I was excited about. And now that I get to share all that with you, it's just the best. Hey, Chris, what's been your favorite movie soundtrack of the year so far, if you pay attention to that aspect? I don't really pay attention to it that much, but if I had to pick, it'd be the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse also had a really great soundtrack this year. But other than that, I don't know. I wish I could be some of those people who like sit down and listen to scores, but it takes a lot for me to want to sit down and listen to a score. Like I'll listen to some Rocky scores and like the gym, but that's about it. Eh, Inspire me to quit school and do not. It is a long shot. I say stay in school, wait till you make it, then quit like I did. That's what I did. So I was still in school and then I quit. Can't believe Harry Potter is getting rebooted. It is so wild. I can't imagine what that's gonna look like, especially in TV format. No way that can be good. And they're gonna have to just like with the logo they showed off for the reboot, it looks just like the previous one. So are they just gonna like do a repeat of what they've already set up? Because to reboot Harry Potter, you would have to change up what Hogwarts looks like, what the uniforms look like, what the music is, the cast and all that. And like you've already built such a giant brand around that one Harry Potter, from your theme parks to your merchandise to all that. No way you're going to change up Harry Potter that much. So it's going to feel like a cash grab. I feel like in a weird way it is, because it's them trying to get people to go to their service. Hopefully it's good. From London, you're the goat. Opinions on the Glass trilogy. Keeping up the good stuff in these great live streams. I hope that didn't make you hate me. The Glass trilogy, I like it. It's not that great. It's all over the place. The M Night Shyamalan Glass trilogy. But yeah, I mostly just Unbreakable. I like Split. And then when they tried combining the two into that solidarity, it felt a little lacking to me. Moose Jaw's canceled. Thoughts on a Weird Al movie? I still haven't seen the Weird Al movie. I wasn't someone that grew up with Weird Al in my life, or was like a giant fan of him. So I didn't check out that movie. I wanted to watch it mainly for Daniel Radcliffe. Moose Jaws, I hope they make that. I like Kevin Smith, his personality, and listening to his podcast, and he was going to make a movie called Moose Jaws that was essentially Jaws, but with a moose in Canada going around killing people. Dumb premises like that I love to watch on a Saturday night with a good snack. So it sucks if they cancel that. I haven't heard any updates, though, but it most likely is canceled. All right. All right, good. Look, I freaking caught up with some of these super chats finally, so let me go back doing a couple more. Any news on Chucky season 3? Only thing with Chucky season 3 right now is just that with the writer's strike, we just don't know what's going on. Because of that going on, I feel like they stalled on it. They didn't get to finish writing the season, and I don't think they're gonna make the October release. We are what? We're okay. We're about to be in July, and then August. Like, yeah, we haven't heard anything, and that show's got to come out this year. I doubt it. I would love to still see it. Maybe they filmed it all in secrecy, but we would have gotten some set photos. Don Mancini is someone who was always active on Facebook, posting behind the scene photos, at least when season 2 was going on. Casting updates, none of that. I'd hate to say it, knock on wood, season 3 of Chucky might be one of those writer's strike casualties where, because they have limited time and things going on, they might not just do the season. The show might be over. Like, I'd hate for that to be the case, because I want them to redeem themselves, because I wasn't a big fan of season 2 and I love Chucky, but I'm scared that they're like, the show's just not going to happen now. And we'll see. Longtime supporter, bro. Keep up the good work. After maybe 4 years, you're still my go-to movie channel. You demand, Chris. No, you demand NPC music. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna be acting one day. Know this name, Richard McGee. Richard McGee, if you become an actor, you better pull some strings and get me in there with you, because I wanted to be an actor too. What's your favorite Marvel movie? Okay, so I know it's not the best one, but my personal favorite MCU movie. We're just going with MCU, I know you said Marvel, but if we went Marvel, it'd be like, Spider-Man 2 or Across the Spider-Verse. But MCU movie, Captain America: The First Avenger. I love Captain America: First Avenger. I think it is just a nice, simple origin story. I love Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. That's like always been one of my personal favorites in the MCU, Captain America: The First Avenger. All right, nice. We caught up with super chat, so we can just go back to lollygagging and being random with what's going on. Any updates on the fire at WB? Let's see if anyone died, and I could feel bad for my jokes. Oh, what? Whoa, how did nobody tell me about this? What the heck? Oh my God, this is live right now? Jeez, I better watch what I say. Okay, so we have an Ezra Miller update here. We knew something like this was going to happen after the release of The Flash, so you're getting my live reaction to this right now. Let's see what this is going on right now. Okay. Ezra Miller has released a statement regarding one of the allegations that was reported about them. The temporary harassment order issued by the mother of a 12-year-old who accused Miller of acting inappropriately towards her child was lifted today. Okay. See, okay, before I even go on reading about this, Ezra Miller has been accused of a lot. There's been a lot of terrible headlines about Ezra Miller, and the only ones that like I held true to Ezra that I still thought were a liability towards Warner Brothers are the ones where they actually were arrested for, like bar fights or going into someone's property and stealing a bottle of wine. The grooming stuff I always thought was taken way out of proportion. When you actually read the details and you go into the articles, the grooming and pedophilia stuff that people were accusing of Ezra, I felt were taking way out of proportion here. But again, that's just someone without of it. Once you read all this stuff, but again, I still think they don't need to be the Flash. That's what he said. I'm encouraged by today's outcome and very grateful at this moment, everyone who has stood beside me and sought to ensure that this outrageous muse of the protective order system was halted. Protective orders are meant to provide safety for individuals as family and children who are in the danger. They are not meant to be used as weapons by those who seek attention or fleeting tabloids, fame, or some sort of personal vengeance. When there are people in true and dire need of these services, I have been unjustly and directly targeted by an individual who the facts have shown has a history of such manipulative and destructive actions. See, again, when you read into that, that is kind of true. I implore those members of the media who have relentlessly spread false claims and failed to accurately report the truth about context of the story to hold themselves to a higher standard and to take the time to find these facts rather than chase the clicks. On a personal note, I want everyone to know that I'm continuing to do my best to preserve my own wellness and what I can to reserve the collateral damage. This order has brought upon me those close to me. Finally, to all of you begins in this world. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not joking. I'm dyslexic, so bear with me. Finally, to all you many beings in this world who have had the enormous courage to see me through it all around and make it here with me, I will spend a long time trying to explain to you what it's meant to have to your support. You have my undying gratitude, admires, and love, Ezra. Okay, so it's nice that they addressed it, that they came forward, because that's obviously the craziest allegation towards Ezra. Even putting that allegation aside, again, there are still other things Ezra was arrested for. There are other things that are like proof of Ezra's, I would say, violent behavior and whatnot that still make them a liability to be the Flash. So I'm glad that this is one thing that can maybe be cleared up and put to rest, because it's never fun to be accused, to be called a pedo, a rumor, or all that kind of stuff if it's not true at all. But even with all that said, again, I think Warner Brothers needs to move past this. They need to find a new Flash, move on with it, and we need to stop having such toxicity attached to our upcoming movies, man. Because that's one of the reasons I said I didn't do that Batman vlog video, because of all this stuff attached to it. It's like I just wanted to be excited for a Flash movie. I think Barry Allen and the Flash character are one of the coolest characters in comic book history, and I enjoyed that movie. But it sucks to have that thing in the back of your mind going, man, am I watching a bad person right now? Am I supporting a bad person? I just want to enjoy a comic book character I've enjoyed all my life. So that's just my stance on that. That's interesting. I got to read that to you guys live right there, hearing what you guys says. As someone said here, it's never going to be put to rest, Chris. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not. When stuff like that gets out there, it's just not it. And it's also no surprise that this came out after the Flash and its bombing and all that. They would have never released a statement like this before the Flash, because it would have drawn too many eyeballs and headlines about it, which also just makes it feel a little bit more icky, because it's like, if it was really that important, all this kind of stuff. But then again, it was a response to that coming out. Man, this was sad. Alan, he passed away. I saw that and I was like, oh man, it's a great actor. It's always sad. So many people out there we get to lose. Let's see here. Is earned 24 million in the film's domestic opening day. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad for Indiana Jones. 24 million. I'm still baffled. Indiana Jones cost $300 million. I don't know how Indiana Jones at all could cost $300 million. There was a lot of green screen and crazy effects in Indiana Jones, but $300 million is crazy for an Indiana Jones film. There should never be an Indiana Jones film that is that expensive here. Someone's asking, did Chris change his room? It looks different. No, this is just my editing room. So this is where I come to edit my videos. Studio's still over there. It's just hard to live stream in that one with the angles of the camera and everything going on. Yeah. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, well, I don't want to put that in. That's kind of a spoiler, but maybe yeah, I think it's the deep fake. But no way, deep faking can make the balloon the budget to 300 million. I know it's like a 20-minute scene where we get young Indiana Jones, but I'm like, wow, like you thought you were gonna make your money back on that? No way. Like we love Indiana Jones and he's a staple of cinema, but you got to think about the generation who didn't grow up with Indy, probably don't care that much about Indiana Jones. I was just surprised it cost that much, man. It makes it really hard to make your money back. Let's see here. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. What happened to the live action Powerpuff Girls show? It was canceled, my friend. They canceled the live action Powerpuff Girls. I thought they would make it, but they didn't. They gave up on it. CW was like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore. And I made a video, if you want to, on my channel where I read the script for the pilot. It was horrendous. It was terrible. They sexualized so hard the Powerpuff Girls. And I'm like, why would you do that? You have a great story with the Powerpuff Girls, or like just like a good concept with the Powerpuff Girls. Why do you have to just make it about I'm getting laid. I'm Bubbles. That's kind of what the script boiled down to. Uh, have there been more news or leaks about the FNAF movie? I saw somebody talking about like let me see if I can find it up. FNAF screening. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I saw this where somebody allegedly said that that there was a test screening of the FNAF movie, and they said some of the test screenings for Five Nights at Freddy's have happened, and they are good, but not great. It was praised for its animatronics and practical effects. Also, the performances and characters got praise and decent scares, but the only criticism was that the plot was a little messy. I don't know how reliable that is. There was not like an actual source, and usually the people I follow on test screenings said that they had heard nothing about it. They're usually always on top of when test screenings are happening in Hollywood, and they're the people I like contact and know if like anything's happening, and none of them heard about one. So, and this feels so generic and stuff like that, but the plot was a little messy. Like you think it's Five Nights at Freddy's, I think that's gonna happen one way or another. So that's really like the only leak that we've gotten. Other than that, I don't think there's been anything else. And even then, I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what we got so far in that aspect. See what you guys are saying. Um, Chris, have you had any chance to watch Witcher 3? No, I'm not. I've never played the Witcher games, and it's not something I'm interested in. I've never even seen Game of Thrones. I know, blasphemy, right? Because that's great. But yeah. So no, but thank you for letting me know, Wheeze. See what else you guys here are saying. We got a couple more super chatty pats. Oh my gosh, you guys have just been filling them up here. Uh, just answer that one. Howdy, have you watched X and Pearl? And if so, what are your thoughts? I have watched X and Pearl. There's reviews on my channel that you guys can check out there. I prefer X over Pearl, but I like Pearl. I thought Pearl, I really enjoyed it. And you see David Cornsweet in there, our new Superman. I like it. I love your Mr. Beast. I love you, Mr. Beast. I love Mr. Beast too, honestly. I wish I could be in a Mr. Beast video someday. How do you feel about the theory that Stu is alive and he's the one that influenced Scream 4 through 6 ghost faces? I mean, I like the theory. I don't know if it works all that well. And because like it barely works to bring him back, to have him be the mastermind behind everything when he wasn't even the real mastermind behind the first movie, I feel would be such a stretch. Do you like Bray Wyatt and are watching his horror movies? Do you like Fiend characters from WE? Let me know. No, I'm not too familiar with them. I was never much of a WWE guy either. I never got into wrestling. Sorry. Uh Rise of the Beast had a banging soundtrack. I also feel like Blue Beetle will be good, but generic. Been watching since the Chucky Boy 2019. You're my favorite movie news channel. That is so nice of you. I appreciate you for watching me for that long. Um, Rise of the Beast did have a good soundtrack, and that's because of a lot of the 90s music they threw in there. What's your top 3 favorite parody movies that you've seen? Oh, okay. So let's do that. I'd love to talk about that. 'Cause I love me parody movies, and it's been so long since we've had good parody movies, man. They just don't want to make them anymore. And the reason they started to die is because they started making them about pop culture references, bringing in Kim Kardashian, making fun of like things in the media and stuff like that. It's like, no, just make fun of the movie. So I'm gonna put superhero movie at number 3 because it's a play on Spider-Man. That whole movie is just like it's Spider-Man with other characters in it, and Leslie Nielsen in there. He's hilarious. So I'm gonna put bottom at the bottom, superhero movie, because this film is hilarious to me. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's basically just retreading Spider-Man for you. Then I would go with, I can only pick one of the scary movies, and I don't know why, but my favorite scary movie is Scary Movie 3. I think Scary Movie 3 is like the funniest of them. And it's funny saying that because they have like a Michael Jackson joke in there. And that's what I talk about. What I don't like when parody movies do that, when they throw in pop culture references. But putting that Michael Jackson scene aside, everything else about it is so funny. I love how they make fun of like the 8 Mile movie. They have the Matrix thrown in there. So it's not even just scary movies. It's just making fun of movies in general. And Anna Faris was so great in these films. Like her character. And again, you have Leslie Nielsen in there. Honestly, any movie with Leslie Nielsen and it's a parody film will always be my top one. So that's number 2. And then I guess I'd have to I see. Let's see, I can't spell his name. I'm gonna have to pick for my number 1 a Leslie Nielsen movie just because I love the man. Let me see. He's done so many good ones. Um, Let me see which one. It'd probably have to be Naked Gun. I still think Naked Gun is so hilarious. It's just a play on uh on action movies back in the day. It's a little dated and stuff, but again, it's still good to this day because it's focused on making fun of movies instead of making fun of pop culture things. And so this would be my number 1. So Naked Gun, Scary Movie 3, and Superhero Movie. Those would be my top parody movies right there. Thank you for asking. Thoughts on Batman versus Superman? Oh, come on. I don't want to get the chat all angry and mad. I'll tell you this. So, if I had an origin story movie, like if my life was an origin story, and we got to the point early on in the movie where Peter Parker gets bit by the spider that is the catalyst to him becoming Spider-Man, my origin story movie would be me watching Batman vs Superman, and that'd be my catalyst to push me to become a film YouTuber. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when Batman vs Superman came out, I was pissed. I was mad. I thought it was oh my god, it was the one film where I just had so much I wanted to gurgitate out about what I didn't like about the movie and why I thought they screwed up this DC universe so early on. And how, like, why do you kill Superman in his second appearance only 2 years in? Throw in Doomsday, introduce the entire Justice League. Like, that's how I felt about it then, and I was really mad, and that's honestly what jumped me into doing YouTube, because I was like, I wanna say my thoughts to somebody. So that's the movie that started. I don't think I ended up making a video, but that's the one that made me want to. So that would be it for me. And over the years, I see the ultimate cut, the extended version. I don't think it's as bad. And now in hindsight, when you put it next to Zack Snyder's Justice League, I look back on that movie a lot more favorably. So Batman vs Superman has gone a long way for me from I viscerally hated this movie to now I actually quite enjoy and appreciate what Zack Snyder was building to, because it was an unfinished vision. He was just setting up something I felt should have happened in like a couple of movies down the line. It shouldn't have been the next movie in your cinematic universe is the death of Superman. Like I still feel like that was a terrible choice. But pairing it up with with his Justice League movie and Man of Steel as the start, I think that is a great trilogy of DC films. And even now, seeing how messy and messed up DC has gone over the years, I kind of look back fondly on those movies. So those are my thoughts. But one day I'll have to make a full video on that because I was pissed watching Batman vs Superman when it first came out. Hey, 3C, I've been watching some Civil War review. How do you feel about the Miles movie coming and might audition once they open? Hey, man, I hope you get it. I don't know if he'll get his own movie. I think it'll be more they'll introduce him into the MCU, and maybe instead of rebooting Spider-Man again, we'll just be following Miles Morales in the MCU is what I would think. But I would love to see a Miles Morales movie, man, especially if they follow something like what the video games have been doing. I think that would be great. Any plan on playing the FNAF games for the FNAF movie? I could. My thing with the FNAF games is they're just not my cup of tea, the point and click type of thing. And I've tried getting into them before. I don't know. I'm not one to really like get scared at a video game. Sometimes I am, but like, I don't know. I enjoyed Security Breach a lot more because that had more like open world type of feel to it. You can move around and whatnot. The point and click aspect of the FNAF games have never been my favorite. Was what I've liked is just watching like the theory videos with MatPat and people breaking down the lore and all that kind of stuff. That's where FNAF really intrigued me. And also, like, come on, it's horror movie Chuck E. Cheese. It's the same reason the whole Grimace Shake thing has gotten crazy popular and is trending, because there's something fascinating about something that is child friendly that we known as a kid become horrific and scary. Grimace has always been around. Now he's a serial killer to us, and so I just like the premise more than anything. But I could give them a try. I feel like I would just be boring compared to some great gameplays from like Markiplier and Corey Kenshin and stuff. I'm sorry, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna let you run around and desert you. Great song. In your opinion, what makes a perfect movie? It's hard to like say that because what makes a perfect movie to you won't be a perfect movie to me because we all go through different life experiences, and that's what makes us will love a movie or hate it. And so I don't know if I like had to pick a perfect movie. To me, is the first Back to the Future. Like the first Back to the Future to me is just a perfect film. Uh, but again, that might not be how you feel. It's all just subjective, really. I wouldn't really be able to say, as cheesy as that sounds. Thanks for the great videos you make. No, thank you for watching, man. You guys are awesome. Are you going to stream Spider-Man 2? Yes, I'm debating whether to stream it on YouTube or on Twitch, depending on how that goes. The only reason I wouldn't stream it on YouTube is because I just don't know if they'll have copyright music. And that's what I ran into when streaming Miles Morales back in the day, because I tried streaming Miles Morales on YouTube, but they had copyrighted music, and then like it takes down the whole stream and it ruins it, and it's just like so if that happens, I'll probably have to play it on Twitch and then cut down the best parts and upload it as a YouTube video on YouTube. But I definitely am going to stream one way or another Spider-Man 2 because I'm very excited for that. When it comes to fresh ideas for the Scream franchise, how would you feel about a Ghostface hunter? I'd love to see a Scream film where the Ghostface killers are unaware someone is stalking them too. That would have been a great idea. I felt like in the opening of Scream 6, they shouldn't have killed I forget the actor's name, but the guy who plays Flash in the Spider-Man movies. They shouldn't have killed him in the opening. I felt like they should have had him be sort of the the double agent working under a ghost face. He doesn't know who he is. So even one of the ghost faces in the movie doesn't know who he's working for. He's like, am I working for Tara? Am I working for Sam? Am I working for this person? And he's just randomly taking calls and orders from this ghost face. That would have been a great idea. Just something fresh and new. Because I did really like Scream 6 because it was doing a lot of new fun stuff. But then when it came to the ending, it was just the same Scream formulaic stuff again. But that's a cool idea. I like your idea right there. Uh what's worse, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra or Snake Eyes? See, Rise of Cobra, I think is campy fun. It's not great, but it's campy fun. Snake Eyes to me was just boring. I didn't enjoy. So I would say Rise of Cobra in my opinion. All right, cool. Oh, we're about to see. Uh Hacksaw Ride is my favorite movie of all time. Thoughts? I think I know. Are you talking about Hacksaw Ridge? Is that with Andrew Garfield? Or is there a movie called Hacksaw Ride? Hacksaw Ride. I think you mean Hacksaw Ridge, right? Yeah, the Andrew Garfield one. I love that movie too. Andrew Garfield's a great actor. I'm actually gonna meet Andrew Garfield soon, guys. Not gonna be great, but he's gonna be at this Comic-Con soon. Uh, and I bought a thing to take a photo with him, which I'm surprised because Andrew Garfield almost never does any Comic-Con appearances and stuff like that. So I'm trying to pull up the thing that way you guys can see. So yeah, like Andrew Garfield's gonna be at a Comic-Con, and I bought to go take a photo with him and stuff like that. The only problem with that is like when you do these photos, sorry, hang on, I'm trying to exit out. When you do these photos, it's just like 2 seconds. You only get to talk to them for like 2 seconds and then they move you along. But still, just to have a photo and touch Andrew Garfield, tell him you're the werewolf and stuff like that would be so awesome. It like by the time I wanted to buy like an autograph so he can sign my No Way Home Funko Pop, he had been all sold out. Look at that. People just want. So there's still things open for him if you want to take a photo with him. But if you want his autograph, that's sold out, unfortunately. But oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited to go meet him. I think that'll be so fun. Let's see what else you guys here are saying. I think I just answered that one. What's your favorite comic story as a kid, adult? Okay, so I got a couple. Oh man, my comics are downstairs. I really like the Frank Miller Man Without Fear. I really love that one. Spider-Man Blue. I think Spider-Man Blue made me cry, man. Spider-Man Blue is a great comic. I also like the Mark Millar stuff. Like what's that? I forget the name of it. It's like the white version of Batman, where it's like a guy who dresses up. He's basically Batman, but his suit's all white. I forget the name of that one, But that was one of my favorites. The original 3 Kick-Ass books were also good. But yeah, it might be Spider-Man Blue. I love Spider-Man Blue. That's one I would recommend to you guys. Let's see here. All right. What storyline would you want to see in the DCU? The storyline I would want to see in the DCU. I would love them to adapt if they give us a good Batman, and this is key. I would love them to adapt the storyline where I think I don't know the exact name of it, but where Batman has contingency plans to kill all the members of the Justice League, and some villain gets a hold of those contingency plans and starts using it against the Justice League. I think that would just be an interesting storyline because it would be somebody using Batman's intel against them and then having to fight back with that. That would be an interesting storyline for the Justice League. Obviously, having like just like I have the Justice League, the group of villains in there would be awesome. I don't have anything like particular here. Like Red Hood storyline would be cool, but I'm afraid with us already being part of like getting to Damian Wayne as Robin, that we're probably gonna fly by the Red Hood stuff. He might have already happened and whatnot, but that'd be a good storyline to do in the Batman universe. Recommendations on unfamous horror movies. This is one I recommended on the Twitch stream here. If y'all haven't seen it, I really like these, and I feel like they don't get talked about enough. Hell House. There's a whole trilogy of these. They're called Hell House. Basically about a group of friends that buy a house like this hotel. So this hotel, and they're gonna turn it into a haunted house. They're gonna turn it into a haunted house, but things start going creepy. Bad stuff starts happening. This clown right here is scary. I would be the Hell House trilogy if you haven't seen it. Now I will say the sequels don't don't get better and better, but it's still a fun trilogy. The first movie is great, second movie is good, and third one is all right. But I like the Hell House. That or the Creep movies, but I feel like most people have seen the Creep films because they were on Netflix. I haven't seen anyone talk about Hell House. Chris, I watch your videos for years. Keep grinding, bro. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, man. So nice of you. What are you looking forward to most for FNAF? Is Matthew Lillard's performance. I want as much Matthew Lillard in that movie. I'm afraid he's only going to be in it for the beginning and maybe slightly towards the end, but a lot of Matthew Lillard would be great. Last question, but are you looking forward to Welcome to Derry? I'd love to see the series expand on the circus photo in Kirsch's house in chapter 2. I'm excited for Welcome to Derry. I just want to know who's Pennywise, man. Who are they going to be casting as Pennywise in that movie? Because they still haven't officially said, who is it going to be? If it is Bill Skarsgård, are they going to cast someone new, or if Pennywise will even be part of it? That's what I'm afraid of. But yeah, that photo in the house that we saw in chapter 2, I would want them to explore that as well. What are your thoughts on Beau is Afraid? I have a review up. That movie just wasn't for me. It got too wild. I liked the first hour of it. I was like, this is actually intriguing. It's interesting. It's different. And then it just lost me. I'm glad some people can get into that and get real artsy and experimental. It's just, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm highbrow that way and go, yes, I totally get it. The giant penis in the attic is very important to the development of the character. And that is something that happens in the movie. All right. Yo, 3C Films, love your videos. What other game characters would you like to see to have movies like Sonic and Mario? I personally love a Rayman movie. There is only one man that deserves a video game movie the same way Sonic and Mario did, and I'm gonna pull him up right now. My boy Crash Bandicoot. Crash was the first video game I ever played growing up on the PlayStation 1 with my papa. We played Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash 3. I played his games on the PS2. I love Crash Bandicoot. Even the fourth game recently that came out on the PlayStation, I've been playing. I love it. I would love a Crash Bandicoot movie. I feel like that's a fun little world. I don't know if you do the Sonic storyline of having them come into our world, or you do the Mario thing where we stay in their world, but I think a Crash Bandicoot movie could be fun. I love Crash. That's like my Mario, because that was my mascot for PlayStation. But Crash doesn't get all the love over the years. That would be my choice, though. Do you like Sinister? Would you watch a Sinister 3? I like the first Sinister. Wasn't a fan of the third one. The first Sinister movie still has the best jump scare ever in a horror movie, where the lawnmower scene. I remembered, my soul left my body. I don't know if I'd see a third one, though, honestly. I kind of just like that first one. What's your favorite classic film from the 50s or 60s? I wish I had some, man. I don't watch a lot of classic stuff in there. But if you have any recommendations, hey, hit me up and stuff like that. I don't have a lot from that time period. I always tell myself once I get older and retire, I'm gonna go back to that era of cinema and go back because I remember one time I was sitting down with my grandpa and he had like a movie from the 50s and 60s. It was black and white, and I got really invested. Like, you know what I do like watching is like episodes of the, but I don't know how long ago that was. Episodes of the Twilight Zone. I then black and white and that old school acting can be such a vibe. So I always do want to go back. I just don't know where to begin, and I just don't know what to waste my time on something I would like or wouldn't like because it doesn't hold up. But yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I have a list here for you guys. But if you have recommendations, I'd be happy to hear them. Hey, I've been watching you since last year. What are some ideas young creators should use? Honestly, just don't make movie reviews. If all you're gonna do is make movie reviews, it's gonna be hard. I've said this. My strategy for you now, if you want to be a content creator like me, start on TikTok. TikTok is way easier to find an audience because TikTok is gonna bring the audience to you. You make a video, they'll throw it out there and you'll get people. YouTube is hard because you have to make a video, post it, and you have to hope somebody is going to search whatever your video is about and find you. And so with TikTok, it's better if you start there, build an audience, and then you start a YouTube and bring them over here. So that would honestly be my suggestion for you is start on TikTok and then transition to YouTube because I still think YouTube is where the real money's at, like where you can make it a living wage, where I'm sure you could do it on TikTok, but you'd have to have a lot of followers and a lot of views. I couldn't live off TikTok. What do you think of Yellow Jackets finale? What did I see? Yellow Jackets finale. I did. I like it. I felt like the season was dragging on like the mist. You know what? I'll be honest. I like Yellow Jackets. That finale, honestly, I don't know. I felt like they rushed too into it with everything that they were setting up, and it didn't feel, how do I explain it? It didn't feel earned, like with the girls doing that. I'm trying not to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. I'll just say I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as season one. I'm curious. I told my girlfriend I'll watch season three, but if it stays at the same pace, I'm giving up on the show. But I love watching James Savoy Brown in there. We ever review The Boys or Titans? I'm glad you just said that because I just got a notification of something I want to look up. They just released some more of The Boys pops, and I want to see it. Let's see my distractors. Want to see these boys pops up live, man. I've been waiting for some more of the boy. Oh, they are gonna make a. Okay, good. I have an empty spot in my collection because I have a bunch of the boys pops, and I have an empty space. And I've been waiting for Soldier Boy to come out, but I also realized they've never made a Mother's Milk or Kamiko. Now I have to make space for them. I don't know if I'm gonna get that A Train one. I already got him in his regular suit. I'm not a big fan of that one. That's cool. They're gonna make a Soldier Boy. Okay, yeah. So I have to get Kamiko, Mother's Milk, and Soldier Boy there. But I don't think I'm gonna get that version of A Train. I already have him in his blue suit, and I like that version. That's cool. I'm glad you did that. I never watched Titans, but yeah, I'll definitely be talking about the boys, maybe even Gen Z. That's the good thing about of having the Twitch account and making the clips and having the clip channel is I'll be able to talk about more stuff like that if you want my opinion. It's just sometimes making videos on that on the main channel, they don't get that much love and or attention. So I'll be able to post that on the clips channel. So that's probably what I'll be talking about it episode by episode is on the clips channel or on my Twitch streams. Do you think Insomniac Miles knows about the Spider Society? Love the videos, by the way. Matthew Lillard will become Springtrap at the end. I agree. No, he doesn't know about that. He wouldn't know unless his Spider-Man told him about it. But I doubt like we're ever gonna see any references to that outside of the Spider-Verse movies. Would you ever make a Discord server? I'm an old man, and I'm still just trying to understand like what would be the benefit of doing that. I'm on Discord servers with some friends, and I have one for like a TikTok creator chat group and all that. But I just don't get on it that much. I don't use it that much. I honestly not. I'm still just trying to figure out even the Reddit thread. Never get notifications when you're live on Twitch. Oh man, that sucks. I'll talk to my rep about that. Sorry about that, man. Unpopular opinion: Infinity War Endgame. I don't think it's unpopular. I think that's actually the right way. I love Endgame, and it's a great Avenger movie. But I think Infinity War as an Avenger film is a lot better. Yeah, I would actually agree with you on that one. Chris, love your content. Firstly, what video game should be adopted into a movie, and what do you think of the plot for the Minecraft movie will be? So I know we're getting the Minecraft movie. It's like beginning filming here. Let me see if I can pull that up. Minecraft movie. Okay, here we go. It's gonna film in New Zealand. I just saw that they're gonna be filming it in August with Jason Momoa of all people. That's gonna be so funny. I don't know what the plot will be. I remember the last plot I heard about with the Minecraft movie was gonna be that it's gonna be that into the virtual world thing where you have live action, and that's what it's probably gonna be, that stereotypical thing of like, we play the games, we got sucked into the game, we have to save this world or else it's gonna come into our world type of thing. Which could work, could not. I'm just curious how they're gonna do the graphics of that, because Minecraft is very blocky. Is that gonna look right in movie form mixed in with the live action stuff? What's your favorite movie? Mine is Avengers Endgame. My favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future. That's cliche, but it's just true. Have you seen Velocipaster? I have not seen Velocipaster. I know what you're talking about, but no, I haven't seen that. Have you heard of the great movie called The Room? I have seen The Room. It is a movie. I'll just say that. If they make a live action Miles Morales, do you think Borjorgen Arnson from Chucky? What the heck? That just like totally jumps ships. If they make a live action Miles Morales, what do you think of? I think Miles Morales movie would be cool. Borjorgen Arnson from Chucky TV series. I don't even know who that actor is. I'm looking up, but I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're great. Thank you for that question there. Are you puzzled? Chris, do you collect Legos? No, I have to stick to one thing. If I collect Legos, man, I'm just never gonna have space in my house. I'm gonna have to walk around everything. I have to stick to collecting one thing, and that's Funkos. But I do have some Legos. But there's sometimes I want to buy more, and I'm like, no, don't get into that habit. Let's see here. Would you be in a remake of Back to the Future? I would love to be in a remake of Back to the Future, but I don't think I'd be cast. That seems more like a Tom Holland thing, does it not? Let's see what you get. Legos are my thing, bruh. Yeah, there you go. See, Legos are that guy's things. I can't steal his thing. My thing are Funko Pops. Thoughts on Indiana Jones 5? Yeah, I posted my review. Like I said, I liked it, but I was disappointed with it as a finale for Indiana Jones. I wanted to go out with a much bigger bang, but I still liked it. I'll get into more detail in my spoiler review. That's for sure. I'll see someone ask here, which one are you watching first? Oppenheimer or Barbie? I'll say it. I'm watching Barbie twice, y'all. Then I'll watch Oppenheimer. There we go. Thoughts on Neiman movie on Netflix? Oh, I have not seen that. I have to add that to my list. Thank you, though. Any updates on Friday the 13th? No, the A24 series we have coming up. No updates thus far. I'm still waiting to see what they have cooking up for us. But with the writer's strike, you just have no idea. How big of a DBZ fan are you? You could quiz me and I'll probably get everything right. I love Dragon Ball Z. I watched it when I was like, I don't know, 14. I spent a whole summer going from Dragon Ball all the way to Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a GT fan. I prefer what they're doing with a Super. I prefer that storyline a lot more than GT, but I understand why some people have a soft spot for it. Also played all the video games growing up. I love the Dragon Ball Z video games. My favorite one was Budokai on the Wii. I was over there going, Kamehameha! That was my thing. Okay. Would you make videos on your Funko Pop collection? I promise I will do it eventually. I swear I will, guys. Just let me have some breathing room. Insidious. Agreed. Do you like the new DCU? I have not seen the new DCU. We have not seen anything of the new DCU. I like the plan. I trust James Gunn. But I just want to see Superman be a good movie, man. I just hope it doesn't get too bogged down with creating the big universe. Because, we got that report that Superman Legacy is going to introduce us to the whole DCU. And I hope it doesn't feel too bogged down, because that was one of my problems with Batman v Superman, introducing the entire Justice League. Let's see what else you guys here are saying. You're really amazing, bro. Red lights. Thank you so much for that, man. So yeah, let's just browse around a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Anything new? Last time I opened it, we got a statement from Ezra Miller. Now what's gonna happen? Oh, good. We got a Back to the Future gift. So happy with those. Oh, we got a tweet by me, Grace Randolph. Trying to see if there's anything new. Oh, I saw Anthony Mackie mention this, and I was like, I'm about to be in Avengers 5, y'all. Yeah, he's talking about how the actors could go on strike and all that, just similar to the writer's strike. And then he was like, they got to figure out a deal, because they're going to have to, unless they get a bunch of effing YouTubers to make Avengers 5. Me and Mr. Beast are about to be Iron Man and Captain America. Who am I kidding? Mr. Beast would definitely be Captain America right now. I would have to. I wouldn't even be Hawkeye with my YouTube status. I would end up being. Who would I be in the Avengers here? I'm trying to see what you guys suggest. I feel like I'd be the guy cleaning up Avengers Tower. I wouldn't even make it on the team as one of the YouTubers. I think I could end up playing. I could be the. Oh no, they don't have a Jarvis anymore. I was like, I could be the voice of Jarvis. So we are saying here, you'll be the Vision. I don't know about the Vision here. Leapfrog, you okay? That's Loki. Howard the Duck. You know what? I wouldn't mind Howard the Duck. Happy Hogan. Mods ban him. Burn his family. Just kidding. Hulk. No, come on. Maria Hill. Oh, because she's dead. Good to know. Good to know. Yes, I'll make it hilarious, guys. So I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, Anthony Mackie be saying stuff. He's a funny dude. Let me go to comic book. Have you guys updated anything on the Reddit here? Let me just update you. While we've been live, you guys might have been cooking something. Oh, geez. Oh my God! No way somebody did that. I'm gonna. Who is this? You guys uploaded that. I hate you so much. I hate that photo. Why did I show you guys that? I trusted you. I'm never showing you anything from my phone again. Oh, where was he in Across the Spider-Verse? My canon event did not happen yet. I was not accepted in. I just want to say a side flick makes my day. I appreciate that. I'm going to watch the best movie of the year. I can't believe you guys actually posted that. I hate y'all. I'm going to go back and delete it. When Chris saw his page on the subreddit. Let's go. 3C saw my message. Of course, man. I will see everybody's message. He's Bowser. What? I don't know if you guys can even hear this sound. If you go to subreddit and hear that, that literally does sound like Bowser. That's so good. Me when 3C goes live. Oh, why do I take such weird pictures? Oh, there we go. I prefer this. You skinified my face. You guys fixed it. I loved it. Thank you. Whoever did this, mods, give him $1 million. Appreciate you. That's so nice of you. Tom Holland after he sees Zendaya in his new movie. Okay. Well, that's something. All right. I appreciate you guys are keeping up with that. That makes me laugh so hard. I'm going to make sure no one ever posts that picture again, though. All right, let's see what else movie news is cooking up while we're on here. Jack Ryan stuff. Never got into that show. Ezra Miller breaks his silence. Across Spider-Verse originally had a Wario style name of Evil Miles. Did you guys see this? That like so there's like a did they not? Excuse me. So many ads, man. I gotta get odd blocker, but odd blocker. They have was like some concept art. Was it like let me see, Miles G. Morales? Let's see here. And yeah, here we go. This concept art, and then the description of it, because this is like the art from the Spider-Verse book. They call him a vigilante. And so it's looking more and more likely this isn't really evil Miles. This is just Miles becoming Spider-Man without the Spider-Man powers for his world. So I think we're going to end up seeing maybe them team up a little bit or something like that in Beyond the Spider-Verse, which I think would be awesome because he's being called a vigilante here. And we saw in the news reportings, I know vigilantes are still criminals, but Spider-Man is technically a vigilante. That's what J. Jonah Jameson always calls Spider-Man. He's a vigilante. He's just someone who works outside of the law. And especially also because we saw in New York City, it's filled with just criminals. So a vigilante here might even be meaning something more heroic because it looks like the cartel Sinister Six are running things. So I don't know. I feel like they're definitely going to play up. He's not as evil as you think. Because I remember seeing an interview with one director saying it's not really accurate to call him Evil Morales. So it'll be interesting to see what that happens there. But I thought that was cool just looking at that. Let me look at what else is going on here. There was some updates with Tron. I saw that. I want to be excited for Tron because I actually do like that one they came out with that didn't perform well. We got some new additions to the cast. Like Evan Peters will be playing, I think the villain of the film, which I wish they would reverse the roles. Jared Leto is the main character of the new Tron movie, and Evan Peters is going to be the villain. I would rather have Evan Peters be the main character and Jared Leto be the bad guy. Honestly, I think Evan Peters would just play a nice guy, but he's gonna play the villain in here, and I was like, okay, that's different. And then we have Greta Lee also in there. I'm not too familiar with her work, but that's nice. I'm just wondering if it's still gonna look as good as that last movie because I saw that like I want to say like a couple months ago again. It still looks gorgeous. Comparing it to some modern day blockbusters, this film looks great. And with the way they rush CGI and visual effects, I just don't know if Tron is gonna look as good as all that. But that's something in there. Let me see what else we got going on. See, Hocus Pocus 2. They'll make a third one. I was not a big fan of that third Hocus Pocus movie, man. I thought that, man, this is what I'm gonna go off about in my spoiler review for Indiana Jones. They give an explanation to what happens to Shia LaBeouf's character. Man, that was a choice. That was a choice in that movie. I'll tell you that. Let's see if there's anything else before we continue on. Major situation, Snow White. I don't think anything like giant has been happening, at least not that I see of here. That's something good. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Chris, you've been streaming for a while. Is that bad? I don't know. If you guys run out of stream, I just get some good content for y'all. I like to stream for a while until I get like really tired out is when I'll just stop. I'm back. Hang on. Sorry, what happened? This happened on one of the Twitch streams. My freaking internet went out, but I'm back. Everything good? I accidentally clicked the button. I hit the back button on my live stream, but I think I'm back now. I'm back. Everybody can see me good. Let me just make sure. That was so embarrassing. Let me make sure. All right, yeah. You guys can see me there. Okay, y'all can ignore that. That didn't happen. Everything's good. I'm a pro at this. I've never made mistakes while streaming. Let's see what else you guys are saying. How do you feel about the Crow reboot? Is it finally happening? I'm excited for it if it actually happens, but this film is like so cursed. I said, well, yeah, I said I'd watch that one twice. Andrew Garfield would be great for Spider-Man Blue. Honestly, he would be perfect. Like it's already built up for a Spider-Man Blue story. Again, if you haven't read that comic, go and check it out, guys. Let me just see this. Air Coop, thank you so much just for sending $1. Brody, the boss, thank you so much for that. Been here since the Chucky boy. Keep up the good work. No, you keep up the good work, man. Hey, Chris, watched your channel for a few years. Thanks for providing top-tier content. Also, unpopular opinion, Vision is my favorite character in the MCU. Super excited for Vision Quest. Yeah, we'll see how White Vision does. I'm curious how that goes. There's also rumors they might include Vision in Armor Wars. It might be all about the different kind of like Iron Man-like characters, and Vision is, created by Iron Man and all that, at least in the MCU, so see how that goes. Well, it was more Ultron, but the Jarvis mind. What are your top 5 comic book movies of all time? Oh, you can't just spring that onto a person. That's hard. Spider-Man 2, the Batman. Oh my god, what can I do? I'll just leave it at the Spider-Man 2 and the Batman right now are like my top. I would even throw Kick-Ass in there. I thought Kick-Ass was better than the graphic novel that they were adapting in there. I have to think about that one. That was such a hard question, man. What are some of your favorite shows of this year? Oh, okay. There's been a couple I've seen this year that were like really interesting to me. Hang on, let me share my screen here. Okay. 2023. I know I really liked there was one in here where she was a detective. What was the name of that show? Shows hang on. Let me go with best TV shows because it would definitely be in there. Okay. So I haven't watched Barry. I need to watch Barry. I know people love that. I haven't watched Barry yet. I need to because I love Bill Hader and I gave the first season a shot and then I got busy. Beef, I loved Beef. I thought Beef was great. I really got into it. I thought the story was so petty because I get that way with traffic. When things happen to me like that, I also get petty. So I'm not a fan of the Bear. I see everybody praising it. The first season, it's just so chaotic. I love the actors involved, and I love the idea of a show surrounded in a kitchen because I also love food. but like I can't get into the bear as much as other people. I see so many people loving it. Maybe I need to finish that show because I got halfway into it and I was like, this isn't for me. Dead Ringer, haven't heard of that. Jury Duty was funny. I wouldn't say it was like the best thing. Poker Face, there we go. I would say this right now is like one of my favorite shows of this year. Poker Face, if you haven't seen it, guys, I recommend it. It's on the Cock, aka the Peacock, and it's a mystery show. It's so unique. It's written by Ryan Johnson. And you know, he's a fan of mysteries and solving crimes and stuff like that, like his Knives Out series. But this is unique because the show opens with showing you the murder and who's responsible for it. And then it cuts to the main character trying to figure out who did it. So you watch the show already knowing who the killer is, who died, and what happened. And you're watching the main character learn the context of it. And you would think that'd be a boring or strange way to do a show. It's actually really fascinating. And the character also has like an ability where she can tell when people are lying. So that helps her out. And is also like what makes her like be able to solve the crimes is knowing when a person's lying. But I recommend Poker Face. That's like been one of my favorite shows this year. I binged all of that. Every episode is a new story, and each episode got very compelling to me. Haven't seen Succession. That would be my favorite show, honestly, of this year. Poker Face. I really love that, and I'm glad they're making a season 2. Uh, Uh, let me see here. What was that? Oh, that we got that one already. A random, but whatever happened to the Power Rangers movie and the whole universe? Saw the movie on TV the other day. I know, right? Like they should have continued on that tease at the end of the first Power Ranger movie where they're hinting to the Green Ranger. They should have just kept up with it. I think it wasn't well received critically. It didn't get the best reviews, and it only made okay money. It didn't flop. It just made okay money, and they didn't want okay money. They wanted big money. So now it's just a series on Netflix now. They're going to make a movie on Netflix, which I'm still waiting to hear more updates on. Critch, you watched Chicken Run before? I love Chicken Run. Chicken Run is a great movie. I grew up with that. Another dollar. Air Coop, you're so nice. The League of White Kids with Earrings. Okay. What do you think of Secession? Love the videos. I need to watch it. I've seen so many people say it, so it's on my watch list. But I'll tell you once I watch it. Hey, 3C, if you had the decision to have a villain for the new Spider-Man origin story different than the other ones, what villain would that be? Villain for a new Spider-Man origin story different than the other ones. Are you asking like a new origin for Spider-Man or the villain? Because if you're asking for the villain, that's tough to say. I mean, I think all the Spider-Man origins are iconic. I would rather them change the origin for what they're doing with Kraven the Hunter right now because I do not like the idea of the blood of a lion giving him these mystical abilities and whatnot. I feel like that is crazy. Now, even though I do think that origin is crazy, I'm kind of interested with the power set they gave him. Like it doesn't feel Kraven-ish, but the ability to see and sense through other animals, I think is such a cool concept. You can smell something through a wolf like 50 feet away from you. You can see from a bird in the sky through them. Like that's actually a cool power. It just doesn't feel like Kraven the Hunter to me. It feels like Animal Man or some other type of villain. But yeah, that's just me right there. Someone said, "Can you talk about Asteroid City?" I haven't seen Asteroid City yet. I'm so behind on some movies in theaters. I need to see Asteroid City, The Blackening, Past Lives. So many movies I have to catch up with. But yeah, and that's one I got to see, man. I haven't seen Asteroid City, but I want to. I like Wes Anderson. My favorite of his movies is Grand Budapest Hotel and Moonrise Kingdom. Those are my favorite Wes Anderson movies. But I do want to see Asteroid City. I just haven't had time. Any news on D's Nuts the movie? Okay. Please respond. I'm a 10-year-old. Hey, 10-year-old, stay in school. Be good, kid. Have you seen FX's Legion? No, I haven't seen FX's Legion. I hear great things about it though. I'm glad you guys like that. I'm good with the humor. I throw a D's nuts joke every now and then to my friends too. My friend hit me with a new one the other day where he's like, "Did you ever try Famunda cheese?" I was like, "What's Famunda cheese?" And he was like, "Famunda D's nuts." And I was like, "Oh, he got me good. That was such a good one." So there you go. That's one you can use with your friends at home. Use it wisely, kids. Have you seen the FNAF trailer? Of course, I've seen the FNAF trailer. I did a whole video on it, my friend. Unless there's a new one, I don't know what you're talking about here. Chris, can you make an OnlyFans? That's my response. Okay. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. What about Killers of the Flower Moon? Oh yeah, I'm excited for Killers about the Flower Moon. Is that coming out? I didn't see that on the release date calendar and all that. Oh yeah, very excited for that. Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese. Ooh, it's gonna be great. Saw some tweets about FNAF test screenings. True. So yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I don't think they're true. I think they're BS, and it's such generic stuff where all it says is the plot is messy. I think that's obviously going to be the case. The FNAF lore is so confusing, jittery, and any changes they make are going to upset diehard fans, and anything they need to dumb down is just going to make audiences go, so what's the difference between a golden Freddy and a regular Freddy here? I need to see this chart. But I don't think they're true as of right now. All right, let's see here. Okay, now the questions are getting weird. uh, let's see. You like Drake Bell or Drake the rapper? I like Drake the rapper. I'm a little zesty, but I like him. Chris, have you ever watched the Barney movie from 1998, or have you heard of it? And if you haven't, will you be checking it out? I probably did see it as a kid because that sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know anything about it, and I don't think I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about the new live action Barney with Daniel Kaluuya whenever that gets made because I like Daniel Kaluuya, and that sounds interesting. Sounds like a depressing Barbie movie, but I'd definitely watch it. Let's see. Are you a scroll? No. But I wonder how you guys would know. Like, how would you know if I'm a scroll or not? Like, is there something if I don't say red lights, maybe that'd be the thing that like lets you know? Do you have a favorite Scorsese movie? It'd be easier if I just pull them up in front of me. Martin, it's either Casino or Goodfellas, right? Either one of those two for me. Oh, like it'd be so modern. It'd be so modern and like early day of me to say Wolf of Wall Street, but I really do love a Wolf of Wall Street. I'm just gonna have to go with Goodfellas. I love Goodfellas. I love that opening. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. It's a good movie. What's your worst theater experience? Huge fan. My worst theater experience, I went to go see The Rings, which is the latest Ring reboot. That was terrible. Hated it so much. But it wasn't because of the movie. It was because the guy who sat next to me, he put his feet up and he took his shoes off and his feet was stinky. And so for the whole movie, I could see a foot and smell it while I'm trying to enjoy my popcorn in a terrible movie. That was my worst theater experience, man. Somehow the hygiene, man. If you're gonna go be around people, man, hygiene, please. All right. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Aqua Games just threw in a random super chat in there. Oh, that's so nice of y'all. See what else you guys are just randomly tossing in here. Any updates on the Thundercats movie, man? You know what's so funny? I have an uncle. He's Hispanic and Mexican, and in Mexico, Thundercats is huge. People love Thundercats growing up. My dad loves Thundercats. And so every time I see him, he always asks me, ¿Qué está pasando con el Thundercats movie? What's going on with the Thundercats movie? And he even told me, he was like, if the Thundercat movie comes out, I need you to take me to the premiere. Like I have that kind of power. But all I know is it's by what was his name? The guy who's doing Godzilla vs. Kong. And it's still confusing whether it's going to be live action or it's going to be animated. It was like back and forth. It might be live action, it might be animated, but we won't know about it until the director of, let me see what was the director's name. I can't believe I'm slipping my mind with the director. Adam Wingard. After Adam Wingard is done with Godzilla and Kong, the sequel, I think we'll get some news on that, but nothing new on Thundercats right now. But it's so funny you put the Mexican flag there because I know Mexico loves Thundercats. It was past my time. I saw a couple episodes growing up, but I didn't watch too much of it. Are you excited to see my adventures with Superman? I am curious about it. I like what I've seen so far. The little clips of Superman, putting it on Adult Swim makes me wonder if it's going to be maybe a little mature and whatnot. I doubt it, but maybe just some blood or violent action could go a long way. Glad to give y'all the Barbie picks. Also need to quit giving Raph the do-rag and Donnie the glasses. That's the only thing yes, I agree with you. So these like TMNT Mutant Mayhem, I don't mind the do-rag so much on Raph, but I do agree with the Donnie because they made his design way too busy. Like everyone else is pretty clean cut. They just have their color, their headband, a couple of weapons on their belt, and they gave Donnie way too much. I know he's the tech head, but he's got his glasses, he's got his headphones, he has a Walkman, he has a couple of other devices on his belt. His design feels way too busy. It's like it's giving me flashbacks of the Michael Bay days with those produced movies where those turtles just were accessory kings, you know? But yeah, I get it. That's the easy way to show off that they're nerds, right? And do-rag, I guess do-rag just symbolizes toughness or something. I'm surprised not enough people are complaining about Mikey getting braces. I thought that was going to be a problem. I thought it was so funny. People were like, how can Mikey get braces? Is there a dentist in the sewer? My friends, let me show you this. They freaking build a van down there. They have a van down there that they trick out with turtle powers. I don't think it's that hard for Donatello to put some braces on our boy Michelangelo. I really don't think it's that much of a stretch. But yeah, I like hearing your thoughts on that. Most powerful Spider-Man. I think it's Tom Holland. I think it's Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire has to be the most powerful Spider-Man, does he not? I'm trying to think of like what Tom Holland did that makes you think he's that powerful. I feel like Tobey Maguire exerted the most power out of all of them. I'm trying to think. He did do a building and whatnot. I saw Andrew Garfield lift a cop car in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm trying to think of like the biggest thing that Tom Holland did. I'm going with Tobey Maguire as the strongest. I think Tobey Maguire is the strongest, and my favorite's Andrew Garfield. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think here? Do you like 80s gore horror like Maniac and Cannibal Holocaust? Not so much Cannibal Holocaust, but Maniac, yeah. Cannibal Holocaust just takes it to a different level. Anything I always get like really grossed out with cannibal stuff like that. But that's just me. But yeah, I do enjoy my gory movies. That's just always something fun. All right, let's see what else is happening in the movie sphere. Oh my goodness, who just did this? Who just did this? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, Coke Man 43256. Get ready for me to be your new stepdaddy, man. I'm finding you wherever you are. Let's see what else we got here. This was an interesting defense. Again, I don't know anything. I wasn't there. I'm not the guy, but this is how Jonathan Major's lawyer wants to defend him by saying he employs an immersive method acting style. It can be misconstrued as rudeness at times. I don't know. That's such a choice on defending him. But again, we'll wait and see what the courts say and whatnot. Oh, look, there's a Trigon Funko Pop. Oh, another casting update. I haven't seen that one. Oh, did you guys watch the new Smosh video that came out? It's so nice to see them back together. I thought the video was funny. It's not hilarious, but it's on the right path. Brave New World wraps up. Best actor. Trying to see what else we got going on. Ezra Miller. Yeah, just things like that. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Dang, these chats, I can never catch up. DCEU ranking. I definitely need to do that. I could do that on one of the streams. I just have to have the movies in the tier list set up ahead of time. Yeah, so someone agrees with me. It's Toby. It's definitely Toby as the strongest. I feel like he's the one throughout his movies that just exerted the most amount of strength comparatively to the rest. Ralph Boner. Okay. He fought Thanos. Oh, I mean, that's true. But I mean, I think if you put Toby up against Thanos, like, I mean, he just got to punch Thanos. Any of them could have done that. I don't know. Toby had tougher enemies. Yeah, that's true. I do agree on that. Oh, geez, man. I'm trying to get to the new comments. Here we go. I just tweeted at you. New Pirates movie news soon. What do you think? Yeah, there might be. I know there was rumors that Margot Robbie might be the new pirate person. Again, don't crucify me, guys. I still have not watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. None of them. I never had an interest to, but my girlfriend, she's a fan of them, and she's always telling me I have to watch them. So one day I'm gonna have to put those on. But yeah, that's one of those movie franchises I never got around to watching, but I need to. Let's see here. Yo, Chris. Yo, man. Okay. Let's see here. Let's end it off with a good question. Let's see here. Oh, we got a couple of super chats. I'll answer these and then we'll call it byesies. Okay. Are you going to see Talk to Me? Yes, I definitely want to see Talk to Me. I think that looks like a great A24 horror movie. Yeah, I'm gonna see it. Have you ever seen Sisu? No, I haven't seen that. Let me just type it off here to the side. Oh, yeah, I've been one. That's another one that's on my list. It's an action movie, right? Is it from Norway, I believe? Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. It looks like an interesting action movie. I've heard good things about this movie. I've heard it's kind of crazy. It's on my list. Yes, I want to see it, but no, I haven't watched it yet. Let's see here. Uh what would you love what you do? I wish Disney would make an Alvin and the Chipmunks 5 or at least a Disney Plus show. Have you ever seen the Chipmunks in theaters? I've seen the Chipmunks in theaters. I grew up with the Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon show. So I'll be honest, I was someone disappointed with the Alvin and the Chipmunks uh we call it Alvin and the Chipmunks movies because they didn't feel like the old cartoon show. I used to love the old Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon show. There we go. This one. I watched it. I had so fun with it. And there's like Alvin and the Chipmunk cartoon movies, and the live action movie. It disappointed me when it came out. It didn't feel like it. I get it's memeable, but yeah, 3C, I'm taking communications degree in college to help to become a director and not the dirty stuff. Hello, do you think the degree will help me? Yeah, man. I mean, communications is something you need to be good at to be able to convey to actors and other people working on the set on what you want. So I'm sure that could be helpful. The thing at the end of the day is just making the content. You ask any director in Hollywood now, their main advice would be pick up the camera and start making something. As long as you can show you can make something, the degree, at least in filmmaking, I don't think is always needed, but it's very helpful. There's a lot of good actors and directors out there that have graduated from colleges. Like I think I'm trying to think of the director of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I know he's a graduate, and I mean he's doing great stuff. Hey, 3C, I was wondering what day you were going to see the con to see Andrew. Me and my friend who love to meet you and go see you Sunday. I believe it is Sunday also. I'll make a tweet or an Instagram post about it so you can keep an eye out there for when I do. What would you want to see out of Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Love what you do. Keep up the great work. I would like to see more okay, what I would want to see is we have stayed on Earth now for 2 movies. I think it's time we explore other worlds. We go and see what else is out there. I would love, a 3-way fight, Shadow, or I guess 4-way, Shadow versus Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I think that would be an epic battle right there. Metal Sonic, I would love them to introduce Metal Sonic in there somehow. That would be like the top things I would see. And Gerald Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, I think would be awesome. But that'd be my choice. Either way, guys, I think that is gonna wrap it up for 3C Films #1 Barbie fan. I love you guys. If you enjoyed this, I can continue doing this every Friday where we just catch up. We look up what happened with the subreddit and whatnot. I just want to quickly again let you guys know. Uh, if you want to catch my other streams, you could do it on Twitch. If not, guys, I do have the Clips channel. I would appreciate if you guys go over there. I put up the best moments from Jesus. I put up the best moments from my Twitch streams up on here. So I talk about what the crack versus cocaine cinematic universe, because there's movies like Cocaine Shark and all that. We got our first look at the Mortal Kombat logo, a photo of Venom 3, the Goosebumps that Disney's coming out with. I do all that kind of stuff on the Clips channel. If y'all can subscribe to that, would be nice. If not, every Friday I'll be doing here a live stream, and all the regular movie content I always do will never change on the channel because that's my main priority for you guys. I love y'all faces. I'm going to go film my spoiler review for Indiana Jones and other content for you guys. If you came into this live stream and watched at least more than 5 minutes, you're fantastic. Love you guys. I'll see y'all.